Let's get ourselves going today. Day 132. And we're getting this analytics taken care of. As usual, got to have good channel health and got to be the first advocate for your own physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual health. So, got to be the first one for your own channel health as well. So, that's what we're doing. I'll get up and at it here in just a second. Sharing it to Facebook as well. So, hopefully, if you guys see fit, share. You can share the live link to your channel as well. That would be awesome and appreciated. Mm-hmm. Good morning, or good afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at and what time of day it is. I'm just getting some of these morning analytics taken care of. We'll get right to it. Day 132 for 100 push ups, and we may do something else with it. Yo, Reluctant, how are you in the house? First one in. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, Travis? Good morning. I took the creatine yesterday for the first time. I did it, yeah, yesterday for the first time. Travis, how are you today? Reluctant, how did your workout go? Uh, Not that I can say. I can't. I don't know. Yeah, if I feel any different or not. But today will be day 2, so it's just a matter of being consistent, and we'll keep that going. Just had your food, nice. Me too, Travis. Just getting up. I've been up since about 5. Um, and so here we are. I do need to grab my water though. So ruin a kidney? I don't think so because your body creates creatine. I mean, it also creates testosterone, and people can ruin, organs by taking too much of that. But I don't think that that's going to be the case with this, especially with low doses. But I would say just be mindful of how your body feels, and also really taking in a lot of fluids, to drink a lot of water to help that kind of filter through the body rather than just kind of sit in one area. I'm going to set you guys right here for just a moment. Hey, Sharuk, what's going on? What is going on? Not sure if you guys got to see that hummingbird just now, but he's waiting for food. I have to refill my hummingbird feeder. Vegeta, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, you saw it? Yeah. Reluctant? No. I say no, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's been more than like a month since I've had coffee, and then the time before that, it was like a month. So I won't say that I never have it, but it's so infrequently that I just say no. It's easier just to say no, I don't drink it. No, Shruk, I haven't. This week at work has been, it's been asking a little bit more as far as taking longer naps in the morning before I go. Uh-oh, we're having difficulties already. So no, I haven't. The short answer is no. But we're here for it, man. We're here for it. I will definitely get that in. Vegeta, how are you? And Sharuk, how are you? Do you have practice today? Whew. Got a few pops out of that in the back. Just want to get some movement to kind of loosen up a little. It's a little warmer this morning than it was yesterday. That breeze yesterday was really nice. It was very nice. Anybody doing the push-ups today with me? Sharuk is a rapper, Vegeta. So I want to hear his music. Yeah, I want to hear rap music from India. I think that's fascinating. I think that's fantastic that hip hop has such a widespread effect. He says a little bit. Well, I will. I'll have to share some of the work I've done as well, because we want to be able to support each other, but I also want to support Sharuk to keep going. Like, I understand what that's like as an artist. Give me your channel handle. There we go. Oh, I don't. Sharuk, do you have it on your channel? If you don't, you should. For sure, you should. Don't. The only way the world's gonna know is if you put it out there. So don't shy away from it. You created it. That's a nice thing. That's a great thing. Okay. So I'm gonna do some. Okay. Ciro, how are you today? Vegeta says, yeah, I like to listen to music and rap too. There you go. Ciro, welcome to the channel. Where are you coming to us from? Am I cutting in and out? That live has had reconnecting a couple times now. Nice. Do you mind sharing what part of the world you're in? Are we back? Are we back? Network issue for sure. Network issue for sure. Thank you guys for being patient. And we're going to get to 3. Alrighty. Ah, yes. Hey, good morning, Mike. Thanks for hanging out, Sharuk. YouTube has been giving us reconnecting issues, so hopefully we don't have that anymore. But if it does happen, I'm not going to end the chat. I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to let it try to run itself out rather than try to start a new one. So just a heads up. Thank you, Sharuk. And Sharuk, did you give Vegeta your handle? I don't know if you guys were able to make any sort of connection, but I like the premise of the song, and I will sit down and listen to it this morning. So my apologies for not getting right to it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 4. Hey, Vegeta. Mike says, let's get 20 likes. Tap, tap. Yeah, subscribe and like and share the live. Oh, yeah. And one more task. Share this live to any social media page. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Thank you, Mike. Mike has the best advertisements going in the live streams. We are lucky to have him. Lucky to have him here. What did we have the other day? 21 likes. That was fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Number 5. So guys, all I'm doing here is just a front kick. So it looks like I'm just kind of kicking my leg out, but the motion is what we call chamber. Chamber, 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 kick, chamber, down. Chamber, kick, chamber, down. So there's a specific motion that you want to raise that knee, and I would imagine I'm kicking somebody maybe like right in the lower stomach, groin area, that's as tall as me. So I'm just snapping that out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fire. Is Lindsay here? Did I miss Lindsay's intro? Where did Lindsay come in? Where did I miss it? Well, Lindsay has been here. I must have missed it during the blackout. Hey, I missed Joy yesterday and the other fantastic members who joined. You're cutting out some, yeah. Yeah, my screen is all black too. So hopefully Lindsay's still here. But we appreciate everybody for coming in and giving just feedback on this, on the health of the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. Halfway there. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the connection issues. That's not a common thing. Brian is in the house. How have you been, sir? How have you been? Brian is one of the supporters close in the region. He also lives in the desert U.S. region. Truth, be specific. I'm not sure what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Life is good. Life is good, and glad to hear you are doing well. You at work right now? I know it can be tough at times, trying to balance everything out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 6. Truk, what did you retract? What was the message? Got delayed about an hour because of an accident. Man, that's tough. You always hope the people are okay. All right. I'm just doing front kicks. It's like a good combination, almost like what a jumping jack does. There's a little leg extension of the hamstring in there, so it's a good dynamic stretch as well. So yeah, I think it's helping kind of the respiratory, circulatory, because I feel warmer. So this is a good one. And we've got a slight breeze going on this morning. It's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Truk, what does that mean? What does that mean? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Yo, Vegeta's back. Vegeta, were you able to get Sharuk's information? The channel I am Sharuk. I guess, is that what Sharuk's wanting me to say? Is the name of the channel? Is that what we got going on? Yeah, Brian, for sure. I mean, sometimes we gotta really look at, like, do I want to just be stuck in traffic because of an accident, or do I want to be in the accident? And that's not a fun place to be. Matter of fact, while I'm thinking of it, I had a light come on last night that said low tire pressure, so hoping I don't step out today and see a flat tire. I looked at one side, nothing, so hopefully not the other. But the grace is I still have a car to have a tire to go flat. So sometimes it's perspective. Let's get to number 8. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And I always instruct people, make that kick snap. Make that kick snap. Imagine you're kicking a door or somebody's coming at you. Pow. Get that foot up, bang, put it out there and stick it right back down for your balance, for your protection, whatever it is that you are having to execute such a move. Even if it's just a dancing movement, you want it to look crisp. You want the optics to look good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, no accidents. No accidents at all. Man, really is. These mornings for summer, even though it's summer, is not bad. All right, Sharuk, you still never said what talking about your channel meant. Help me out here. Help me out. Is there something specific or what's going on? Hey, good morning. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Jen, better late than never. And if you needed the extra rest, then good for you for listening to your body. I'm changing it up a little bit today, and I'm doing the push-ups for sure, but I'm doing standing front kicks as well. So it's kind of serving like a jumping jack does, because it gets the cardio and the respiratory going, but it's also like a really good stretch. Filling in the hamstring, lower posterior, lower back, and actually I feel pretty good today from doing it. So I'm just picking up, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oops, 20. And my motion really is to lift the knee, then extend the foot, bring it back and down. Because that reach, that extension of the leg gets that hamstring area for me in the lower back. So I'm using it in that capacity, but it's good just for muscular. It's not going to like get you jacked or anything. It's kind of like a push-up, you know. There's kind of a body weight balance kind of exercise to it. But I always like it just because it implements a little self-defense as well. Give it a shot and let me know what you think. Might just be a placebo for me thinking it's hitting my lower back, but I don't think I'm wrong, because when you're extending a hamstring, it's got to be working through the glute and the lower back. I'm just mixing in different things along with the push-ups that serve the lower body and the other areas. Had a great day with the Thigh Master yesterday. Had a great day. That adductor, and then I went from the band, but I switched from the band to the side leg raises, and that felt good. So the squats are good, but I want to try to hit some targeted areas as well, just for something a little different. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes. All the extra activities, packing, moving, yes. Home repairs, yep. A lot more bending, lifting, things like that, yes. Hitting you in the low back, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I understand that. Sometimes at work we have to get into, like, we've got like this tiny stock room, but it's a warehouse by all measures. But you gotta load stuff, or we have to transfer stuff from the wooden pallets to plastic ones, so there's a lot of this, and as much as we want to bend with our knees and things like that, a lot of times that fatigue kicks in, and it's immediate stress on the arms, lower back, rounded shoulders like this. You don't maintain good form past a certain amount. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I know I've been guilty of that many a time. All right, so that was 10 on that front. That was 10. So if your lower back ever starts getting tight like that on you, I took an old trick from, I think I first saw Dennis Rodman doing it from the Bulls, where you'd see him on the sidelines. You see a lot of NBA players laying on the sideline like this. And first time I tried it, I couldn't believe how much stress relief on my lower back was fine. It felt like warm water was running off of my back, for the way all the tension was just kind of going away. I don't know what's magical about this position, but it is. You'd think at almost 200 days of squats I'd keep my form. right? It is such a different animal. That's why I always shout out people in these labor industries, because they are not working till failure. I mean, their ability to keep going is incredible. I do that pose in yoga frequently. I forget what it's called. Is this prone position when you're face down? And I'll do, what's the one on your back? The cadaver? Oh. where you just lay there. Just lay there. Oh. So I'm going to do some leg lifts, just front leg lifts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. I think I heard one lady just call it, okay, belly Savasana, but laying on your back in yoga is the, okay, you're on a whole level of speaking actual Hindi poses. That's fantastic. Yeah, there might be something just more simple than that. I think just in more layman's terms or more medical terms, it's like prone and supine or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are tough the higher you sit up. Like, this wasn't too bad. I'm sure laying would be easier, but that sitting up was definitely a crunch on my quadriceps specifically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so this is my recovering leg. And so I still feel effects of it more and quicker than I do with my left leg. It's okay, but I'm still very aware that when the leg or the body experiences some sort of trauma that you got to recover from, just know a lot of times that road to recovery is a long one. And as impatient as we get sometimes, we got to still give ourselves some graces. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Oh. Mike, are you still with us? I know you're warming up. Jen, how is your progression? Have you chased that dog up the hill yet? And I will be putting out the pictures that Lindsay and Spencer sent of their area where they go for their walk and everything. It is amazing. It is amazing. So different. It's such a different environment than what I'm used to. It immediately just brought a smile to my face. That was really nice to see. Another good boy morning, and I've not started yet. Still lollygagging. That is all right. That is all right. It is okay to lolly and gag, or lolly or gag, or whatever's got your morning tied up. What is up, Abdul? How are you, sir? How are things Going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Vegeta, hello, hello. Vegeta, did you see Sharuk's channel? Oh, I'm good, brother. Appreciate you asking. And good morning. I did some front kicks, just standing front kicks like you do in martial arts, alternating 10 on each leg. Got down, did the 10 push-ups. So we got through 10 sets of that. I didn't do the squats. Like I was saying earlier, I want to start exploring doing different things for the lower body. Vegeta, it's higher in the chat, but his channel is just his name. I am Sharuk. Whatever you see in the chat. Sharuk, he asked me to say about his channel, but he didn't say what he wanted me to say. So I don't know. But he's got a channel. It's got a few things on it. He's on Instagram as well. Yeah, the network was being a problem. But just guys know that if the channel does the whole reconnecting thing, I'm not going to end the chat and start over. I'm just going to let it ride out. So we knew we were here. That's the important part. Yeah, for sure. He's got a few things on there. I'm trying to think what he has on his Instagram as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These little just front leg raises definitely are hitting this quadricep area. It's going to still help the hip as well. It's a beautiful morning out. Beautiful morning. Bulgarian Bear says, Sveto here. Hey, Sveto, how's it going, man? Change my nick to be easier for everyone. Great job, the Bulgarian Bear. I like that. I like that. So is that your nickname? Do people call you that? Bear or any derivative of that? I like nicknames for people if they have one that we can call them. That's what's up. I like that. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, my first mosquito sighting. So I'm just going to keep going. I think that was my 4th set of just front leg lift, just body weight. Just sitting up kind of forces a little bit more action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely feel that in my core too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeesh. Sveto, did you have you worked out? What's your last couple days look like? And just how's life in general? Even outside of the workout, how's everything been? I'm 6'5", 240. Woo! You're a large person, Sveto. 4 p.m. It is going on 6 a.m., just a little after 6 a.m. Jen, have a great day. Thank you for dropping in and knock that down. Vegeta says subscribe to him. That guy Sharuk is tall. I don't know if he's as tall as Feto. 6'5". That, yeah, you are a bear of a person, sir. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna try alternating. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay. Not a bad one. I'm trying not to lean too far back on my elbows. Kind of get a little balance. Six five is tall, yeah. 6'5" is a very small percentage of people on the planet. Over 6 foot is a very small percentage of people on the planet. But I personally think people are growing more because I see a lot more people here in the States that are taller and lankier than I ever recall. And at a much younger age, too. I don't know if that's the case in other areas of the world, but I kind of want to assign it to, in America, we get a lot of food that's fed to us with hormones and things like that because the companies have to grow the food faster. So we eat the hormones, and it's going to make people, it's going to do the same thing that like a steroid would do. Growth. Hormone growth. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Woo! That put a bit of a cramp. Started to grab right there. Average height of people in India is around 5'5". You're 5'7". You're doing well, sir. You're above average. I think the average male height in the U.S. is 5'9". So we're not too far off. But yeah, 6'5" is large. All right, let me get this. Vegeta, do you know what part of India Sharuk is in? Are you guys close in proximity? I don't want to assume that everybody in India knows each other because not everybody in the United States knows each other either. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Brian says that makes me average. Yeah, it's Brian. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like people are growing quicker at a younger age here? I feel like boys are getting taller. Girls are developing faster, and taller. But I just feel like people, especially younger people, there's like this shift in generation where I don't know. You're seeing a lot more taller kids. I'm sure there's a bunch of smaller kids too, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Sharuk is from South India. I'm from the middle. Okay. How far is that? About how far would that be? Is that hundreds of miles, thousands of miles? Sveto says, no one here is average. We are all special, and that channel proves it. That man is very correct. We are all very special in that capacity. What we are given as far as our human and earthly dynamics will not define us, but um, it's just that there's definitely statistics for that. But Sveto is absolutely right. We are all special in our own way, and we appreciate you saying so. That's a great thing to hear. Is that 1,000 kilometers? How far is 1,000 kilometers? I gotta start learning metrics and things like that because we weren't really given that. I agree. When it comes to women, you hit 15-year-olds looking 25. Yeah, in a lot of ways. There's a lot of development. It seems to be faster. And I didn't know if that was just a first world thing in the U.S. or anything else. Brian says my son is small, but I've seen kids way bigger than the norm. Right, right. I'm feeling like that's a thing. So I'm not sure how or why. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, a lot of it is definitely genetics, but I think a lot of it is, foods that we're eating and introduced to and things like that. Vegeta says, I'm 16 years old. I think I'll grow taller later. Yeah, you may. After 16. Abdul says my little bro is way bigger than me. 7 years between us. Right. It's a mystery, like, as to why we get to the size that we are. But best thing you can do is make the best of it. Because, we've definitely had to, deal with adversities at any size, whether you are 5'7" at Vegeta or 6'5" at Sveto. Like, so much of it starts in the mind anyways. So what you physically do about it, if your mind isn't strong, may be lacking. It may not give you the desired results. So Sveto is absolutely right. We're all special in that capacity. I've kind of lost count on these, but these are hitting because it's kind of like an ab, but it's also forcing my legs to work. But this has a little bit more intention. Because it's slower. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Oh. Take a little bit of time just to do some stretching. Still got a little bit of that kink in my neck. Just some of these simple exercises, slow exercises, they definitely help kind of ease that tension, especially with the neck. So if I can hold it a little bit. get a little tension out. I don't know if it's the way I'm sleeping or what's going on. Vegeta, how far was that in miles? I don't know if I may have missed your answer. Between you and Sharuk. I'm just trying to get an idea, like, again, geographically speaking, I have no idea how large India is. So I don't know what that distance is. I'm assuming India is a rather large place. But I could be wrong. Ooh. Yeah, and it's a good 120. It's not like it's not a bad, it goes quick, I find. And there's enough in between where you can kind of see it, see enough as you go. It's not out in the middle of absolute nowhere. I feel like there's going to be a point where that connection is going to be almost all houses, shops, or things like that. Ooh, wee. So, what I was saying, it's coming true. Those leg lifts were definitely biting me in the quad. So I'm gonna stretch that out a little bit because it wanted to cramp up a little bit. Hit this other leg. Mr. Maya, we are in the U.S. Where are you from? Your favorite fisherman. Yo, it's D&D. How are you, sir? Is this a rebranding of your channel? Are you doing fishing stuff now, or is this a separate channel? How are things going? Mr. Maya, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Maya, welcome to the channel. Today is day 132 in a row of doing 100 push-ups. We do some other things as well with it, but we've been doing push-ups every day, 100 push-ups every day for 132 days. We got some amazing people in the chat from around the world, so you might see some people from an area you might be from. Ah, my physique. Your favorite fisherman says, yes, sir. This is a rebrand. I have a second channel, which is gaming. Nice. Congratulations. I will definitely subscribe to that and give some support. Mr. Maya, how are you today? Where are you coming to us from? And do you like exercising? You're from India. Nice. Sharuk is from India. And we have Vegeta, who is also from India, in the chat. So you are right at home. You're right at home. So feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd like to have you. And if you subscribe, I'll do 20 push-ups. For subscriptions, I will do 20 push-ups. Nice physique, sir. What's your age? I'm north of 40. So I've been at this for a while. How old are you? And do you do any sort of sports, any sort of exercises? I'm not sure. Vegeta, do you do exercises? Do you work out? Vegeta is, I believe, 16. Sharuk is 24. Nice. Sharuk is at soccer practice right now, or football practice, sorry. So, yeah, he pops into the chat. We're going to put out Sharuk's music here shortly. I'm on Instagram as well. If you want to join there, sometimes it's easier to chat if you'd like to chat. I'll leave Sharuk voice messages. He'll leave voice messages as well. So there's a way to connect, guys, that's not just on the live. So don't mind doing it. I can't get to everything all the time, but would like to be able to at least give you guys an opportunity. Do you go to the gym or anything, Mr. Maya? We're just enjoying some stretching out. We got the push-ups in earlier. I did some front kicks as well with it. So we're just enjoying the morning. Your favorite fisherman. On the topic of communication, have you gotten a Discord set up yet? No, I have not. I have not. I'm further from getting it done than anything. Mr. Maya, bro's body, bro's voice, bro's content, bro's physique. Thank you. Hey, bro's friend. Now I got Mr. Maya as a friend, bro's friend. So we got this. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So we are all here. We've got this awesome community of people. So love for you to be here. If you'd like to join, Abdul is in the chat, and Abdul is in Australia. We had Reluctant Gamer in earlier. He's from the UK. We've got people from here in the US. We've got people from India. So we're very fortunate. We have Sveto from Bulgaria. So we've got a worldwide thing, so you'd be great to have you. Community is great here. Thank you, your favorite fisherman. How is the channel branding going? How's the rebrand? Or the new channel, since you have two. How is that going? Also, super tattoo, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I got a few tattoos. Got quite a few, but it is all good. Life is good. How are you? How are things in your world? The stretching feels amazing. Guys, if you aren't stretching, please do. It's going to help. Not just you feel better, but it also helps muscle growth and recovery. It helps prevent injuries. Stretching is good. Fisherman says it's going good. Gaming is doing well, and I can't complain on the fishing content. Nice. Nice. Congratulations. That is fantastic. Try modeling, sir. Girls will go crazy. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something. Absolutely. And we're here to support you, sir. Mr. Maya, how about that? It's not modeling, but picture that I took recently. So I'm working on it. I actually have been fortunate to have done some modeling before. Hopefully the screen isn't frozen right now for you guys or doing anything weird, because I was trying to find like another picture to share. Again, I've been fortunate to have done some of these things. So I try to share, give people the notion that they can do things. If I can do things, they can do things. This is me getting makeup put on a commercial recently. I look like a biker in that one. I appreciate it. So, and if you guys don't know, Mr. Nathaniel J Burns, he's an actor, stuntman. He does a lot of cool stuff. So I don't know how much stuff he puts out on his channel, but he was in a commercial that just came out, and he has it on his channel. So would love for you guys to be able to go and show him some love, go give him some support, all that good stuff. Because it's important. It's important to support one another. I'm still trying to find, I'll try to find like one more for you guys. How about that? That goes back a while. Boom. But, you know, we do what we do. And sir, you would have been a favorite among girls in your time. How many girlfriends? All you need is one, but I have no girlfriends. No girlfriends. Hey, did we hit? Hey guys, thank you. We hit 10. We hit 10. 10 likes. We're actually at 11. Vegeta says, you look cool. Thank you so much. Thank you. Favorite fisherman says, reminds me of Rocky. Yeah, it was a photo shoot just for some dramatic lighting. So I thought I would just do this dramatic pose and see how that worked out. So it's a cool picture. Is that BK? 8K? I'm just going to say MX9 says, you look like an Algerian prince with the head wrap on, or one of the pictures. And I'm going to have to look up Algerian royalty now. Thank you. How are you today, MX9? And have you subscribed to the channel? You, Mr. Maya, we'd love to have you guys join. And for subscriptions, I will do push-ups. So we're here every day. I've been on for about an hour, so I'm not sure what time it is. But if you go back about an hour on your clock, that's about the time that I'd start. Sir, are you scared of your wife? Are you also scared of your wife? I'm not married. I have no wife. Vegeta says he is a king. Thank you so much. I don't have a wife. No wife. I am single and I'm happy. Yes. How about you guys? How many girlfriends, wives, anybody? It says what? I'm no joke. No joke. MX says, I'm good. I think I'm going to do 200 push ups, 5 sets. Pull ups as well. Nice. Vegeta says, no way. Favorite fisherman says, a god among demigods and humans. You guys are very kind. But yeah, honestly, no wife, no girlfriend. I'm in a peaceful place. He says 10, 15 girlfriends. Uh, uh, no, no 10, 15 girlfriends. Vegeta already busy with Bulma. What is Bulma? And MX, what part of the world are you from? Where are you coming to us from? Favorite fisherman says 8K. Yeah. Germany. Ah, sehr gut. Guten Tag, mein Freund. I know that's not very, doesn't sound very good, but that's about the best that I got. Nah, bud, I'm not lucky with relationships. So, is dating an issue in India, and MX, is dating in Germany an issue? Is like that a problem? Bulma is Vegeta's wife from anime. Got it. Love the DBZ reference. I'm learning a little bit more and more about anime through you guys as well. So uh, for a minute, I was like, "What is DBZ?" I was like, "Okay, Dragon Ball Z." I saw somebody else chatting about it, but yeah, what is dating like for you guys in your areas? I know what it's like here in America, but is that the same? Do we face the same problems? Do we have the same setbacks? I know we're all different ages too, but I wonder how that feels for you guys. Now, probably way better than America, I guess, like it used to be in the U.S. 15 years ago. Dating is a joke in this generation. Um, yeah, dating in America, to MX, his point is, it's gotten to this point, and probably even further back. I'm grateful that when I was younger, the dating wasn't like it is to now, like where everybody expects you to have $100,000, or you got to be so tall, or you got to be famous, or things like that. That's got to be terrible for younger guys trying to date. Mr. Maya says, bro, physique, bro's heart. Bro, you are a gentleman. I appreciate that. It took me a long time to find some peace and just be in this good energy. So I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate that I get to meet you guys and be around people with the same energy. Favorite fisherman says, I don't really care how it is. I'm not interested in anyone. Yeah. The first person we have to build a relationship with is ourselves. And it sounds weird, but you got to know yourself. You got to know what you're willing to put up with. You got to know what you're willing to accept. You got to know what you're willing not to as well, and be in a place where you build yourself up and do something positive for yourself every day. It's not selfish to do that. So if we can get up and do some push-ups and hang out, that's something for yourself, and it helps set the tone. So I know for me, it sets the tone for my day. I have a great day doing this. Some of you guys, it's the end of your day, so hopefully it helps take some stress off of the things that have already happened. Vegeta says, all I want is to be a good man, work till 40 age, and then open a cafe and live a chill life. There you go. And you can have those things. You can certainly have those things. And just living a modest life. That's the one thing that I've realized. And it gives you more freedom. People think financial freedom is being rich and having a lot of money, but financial freedom is living within your means. It means not having that car that's too expensive for you to keep if it breaks. It means not having a house that's way bigger than you need to actually live in. Mr. Maya says, sir, get married soon and settle down. I actually am settled. I'm just not married. I have my home. I have everything that I need. I don't really want for anything. And yeah, so when the right person to share that with comes along, if they come along, that's great. But I'd never, like, I don't panic looking for things. Maybe my car keys. I panic looking for my car keys, my wallet, sometimes my phone. But everything else I don't want for, because I figure it comes in time and may not be meant for me to have it right now. So that's kind of how I look at it. And when your schedule is a bit busier, you reprioritize. I don't worry about running out to find women or things like that. I don't go to nightclubs or do anything crazy. I'm just here. Chef Moji, how are you? I don't understand the language, but hello. Where are you from? Welcome to the channel. Vegeta says I should get married, Mr. Vincent. Are there women in India? Can I come to India and find a wife? Mr. Maya says marriage is part of your life. Yes, I understand that, and that's a strong thing. So I'm pretty uneducated on relationships and marriages in India. Are you guys still of arranged situations in a lot of cases, arranged marriages? You are very welcome. You're from Iran. Welcome, welcome. We have some friends also from India in the chat. We have a new friend from Germany. We have a friend in Australia. We have friends here in the US. So we would definitely like for you to join the channel. And if you subscribe, I will do some push-ups. So we have a bond here. Harsh says, as an Indian man in his late 20s, I am scared of marrying an Indian woman. Why is that? Why is that? You're living in Paris? Nice. Vegeta says, don't try here. You want to listen something that happened here in India? It was terrifying. Yes. Yes, I do want to hear. Mr. Tiagi. Mr. Maya wants to know why. Yes, I mean, you hear a lot of terrible things happening. Vegeta says, harsh, I can feel it. Yeah, I'm sure that social media is having an effect on dating for men and women worldwide. I'm seeing in Korea where women, and they're doing it here in the US too, where they're pledging to not date men, not have sex with men, not marry men, not have babies. It's getting pretty bad. Killing their husband to be with their lover. Yes, that's, hey, thank you, chef. It's yeah, I see a lot of cultures seeming to emulate one another in a way that they wouldn't have before without the advent of social media. It's breaking down a lot of traditions. Okay, Chef Moji, these push-ups are for your subscription. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you, Chef Moji. Are you a chef? Do you cook? Are you a chef? Vegeta says, recently a married woman killed her husband to be with her lover, and then she put him in a barrel with cement. That's crazy. That's a sickness for sure. And those are stories that you hear about a lot in the US, somebody killing a lover to be with somebody else. And there's no reason to have to do that. Just leave. But a lot of times people are greedy, and so what they do is they kill for something like money. so they can use their money to be with the person that they've been cheating with. That is a scary thought. Aurelio Rojas, buenos dias, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? In Peru. Sharuk is back. Sharuk, we've got quite a few people from India in the chat. We got Vegeta, we got Mr. Maya, we got a couple other people. Favorite Fisherman says, hola. Aurelio says, todo bien. Does that mean everything is well? Everything is good? I'm trying to learn languages from you guys as we go. Todo bien. Vegeta says, yeah, and now people are afraid to love marriage and arranged marriage too. Really? Really? That's, man, that's too bad. I always thought, like, even though people talk against the arranged marriage, it seemed like it had some safety measures to it because, you know, your family was there as part of the community to vet, like, hey, we know this family, we know that they're a good family, they are respectful, or, you know, whatever. So you had an insight as to at least who you were marrying. But that's too bad. Your favorite fisherman, bien. Love it. Sharuk is back. Guys, Sharuk has music. Sharuk is putting out some music from India and is a rapper. So I want to throw some support his way. Sharuk, you got to put that that music out on your YouTube channel. We got to see that. Linda, have you really ever been far, even as decided to use, even go want to do, look more like? Linda, I'm not sure what that means. Let me know what that means, but welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Sharuk, Vegeta, subscribe to you. Sharuk, we need that music put up on your channel. Or where's a place that I can share it with everybody? Linda, where are you coming to us from? What part of the world are you in? And you're more than welcome to subscribe as well. I will knock out some push-ups for your subscriptions. Linda says, I'm trying to read that again. Have you really ever been far, even as decided to use, even go want to do look more like? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means, but I would love to know what that means so I can answer that. Sharuk says, thank you, Vegeta. Mr. Maya was telling us also from India. So I'm loving this connection of people from India. We had Sveto. I'm not sure if Sveto's still here in the chat from Bulgaria, but changed the name to Bulgarian Bear. Some of you guys that knew D&D in the chat is now favorite fisherman. Vegeta says, subscribe and join our family, Linda. Yes, for sure. For sure. And we don't have to worry about language barriers too much. Everybody here is very patient. Harshyagi, yes, is an Indian too. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, Vegeta, I forgot, and I've been looking, but I don't think I got the answer. How far did you say 1,000 kilometers was, you and Sharuk, as far as distance? I'm just trying to get an idea of how far people are away from each other, like how many miles or hours away it is in a drive. Because I know from where I'm at to say like New York City or something like that would be a long drive for me to take. It would be easier to take an airplane flight. I gotta start learning a little bit more about measurements. Vegeta asked Sharuk, where are you from? Karnataka? Is that how you pronounce it, Karnataka? I'm sure it sounds way better when somebody who can pronounce it right says it. Linda, where did you go? Are you still there? Sharuk says, I am from Tamil Nadu. Favorite fisherman, 1,000 kilometers is 621.3 miles. Okay, thank you. I guess I could have Googled that as well. And did we lose Mr. Maya? I'm guessing this is like the perfect. Is this like a really good time for in India? I don't. I think it's evening, afternoon, evening. So we may have tapped into a really good time for Indian social media activity, which I'm all for it. Whatever part of the world we can connect with, all parts of the world preferably. But boy, that has been it's been a great connection. Vegeta says, yeah, Tamil Nadu is more than 600 miles from my place. Sharuk, it's 7:11 p.m. now. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of end of your day. You guys kind of get to wind down with a little either workout or just getting to chat. So fantastic. I'm glad that it's kind of hitting that sweet spot for you guys. So Sharuk, you're having evening practices then for soccer or football, sorry. Where are you from, Vegeta? Yeah, nice. Do you have any matches coming up? Vegeta, let me see if I can pronounce this. Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Maharashtra state? Sharuk says, oh, nice. Okay. Maharashtra state. Well, I think we lost Linda. I think Sveto is checked out as well as Mr. Maya. I think Chef Moji left the chat as well. That's okay. It's cool when people stop through though. And we're at 14 likes. We've been on for an hour and a half. I mean, we've been fortunate to have this time, and we really were fortunate to overcome for those of you who are in the chat early on. It kept having connecting issues. So like I said, if I ever have those sort of issues where it's a black screen for you guys, just hang in there if you can. I'm just going to ride it out. I'm not going to stop the live and start over. Yeah, I'm not sure who left. Why is everyone silent? Right. I know Mike had started, but I think Mike is doing his workouts while he's probably working as well. Jennifer, she had a slow start, so she hopped off. Abdul, not sure if you're still here. Ooh, B put a banana and a laughing emoji. Welcome to the channel, B. You have to explain. You like bananas. Bananas are good with potassium. You do have to watch out though, because they're they can be high sugar. So if you're not careful, but bananas overall, fantastic fruit. And I see that you like them. So Thank you for sharing, and you're welcome to subscribe to the channel and share where you're from. Sharuk says, I don't know when, but if we have any chance, let's meet Vegeta. Yeah, for sure. That would be awesome to see you guys come be able to meet. Because again, social media pulls people together in ways that we wouldn't normally be able to. B says, laughing emoji without the banana. So I'm guessing you ate the banana and you're happy. That's why the second emoji is there. Nice. So, guys, B is eating bananas in the chat. That's awesome. Brian is still with us from the Southwest U.S. We appreciate him. So, B, where are you from in the world? What part of the world are you coming to us from that has so many bananas that has you happy? Nice. Hey, that would be awesome. Make connections, guys. Make connections. Vegeta says, yeah, I would like to meet you, Sharuk. Yes. Brian, I'm guessing, is in podcast mode because I believe that man is on his way home from work. He had to deal with an accident getting on the way home. And so it's kind of a tough one because, again, like we were saying, it's tough to be sitting in that traffic when you're tired, ready to go home, or you got places to be. But our perspective should be that at least it's not us in the accident. So that can be, hopefully that's a little comfort as far as that goes. B, where'd you go? We want to hear about this plethora of bananas. Do you like plantains as well? What other fruits? Anything else that you can impart? And all the joy, the laughter. Laughter is great, so we love having you here. Love to see that. Love to see happy people sharing their love of foods. But I will say, between those two messages, that was quick. That's pretty quick to eat a banana. That is pretty quick to eat a banana. But may have been really hungry. So, never know. Banana is good for health, absolutely. And B was sharing that. B was absolutely sharing that. Good potassium, good foods. Eat healthy foods. Brian says, I'm still working. It's going to be a long one today, but I'm good. Got my coffee and sunflower seeds. Driving, yeah, those are driving tools. Coffee and sunflower seeds. Keeps you from overeating, but keeps you kind of occupied where you can kind of think while you're, splitting seeds and all that good stuff. Yes, agree. I've been huge on pistachios lately, but sunflower seeds are absolutely good. Problem with pistachios is sometimes you can't split them just like with your teeth the way you do sunflower seeds. And I was, for some reason I was thinking you were on your way home, but yeah, either way, we appreciate you being here. All right, I'm going to bump this inside. Ooh, let's get ourselves inside, although it's a beautiful day outside. Beautiful day. How fortunate. Oh, left my water outside. I will go back for that momentarily. Do. All right. Okay, what do we got? Shrook, when I saw your video first time, I didn't know who you are, but now we've known each other for a time. I'm smiling now. Thanks for that, and all the best. Your success Success in life, my heart full wishes. Sharuk, you are an amazing friend who have made. I appreciate you. Alexander Mizu, how are you today? And where are you coming to us from, Alexander? Where are you coming to us from? So it looks like B um, has just posted like some pictures of like a woman. And there are just some captions. Yes, welcome, Alexander. I'm gonna Google what this means because I want to see if this person is also in India. I don't want to assume that the language is one place when it might be another. Guys, what does ragood? What is ragood? Says it's a Hindi language. So I am kind of dependent on you guys to tell me what that might mean. That B woman is not Indian. Okay. Are you able to see it as well? You saw the account just now? Okay, cool. Vegeta is on it. Vegeta is on it. What is that? Okay, what does that mean then? What is the language? I don't know what the language is, and I don't want to assume that it's just that it's Indian. It looks Middle Eastern, but I couldn't tell you. And then one of the pictures, the face is blurred out. It's kind of strange. Kind of strange. Urdu language. The account name is just it's at BE6544YY. And I can't tell if they're a medical person. Looks like there's a stethoscope in their picture. Vegeta, you are on it, sir. I'm just trying to figure out what that is. I'm trying to figure out what that language is. You said Urdu language. Don't know what that means, but that's okay. People drop by all the time. So, Alexander, where are you from? Where are you from, Alexander? Our favorite fisherman, I think, dropped off. That is okay. Hey, Mike. Mike is on his last set. Mike's been with us the whole time. I want to check out Chef Moji as well, who subscribed. I'm gonna check out that channel. Yo, yeah, he's got some cool stuff. Mr. Moji, yeah. Or Chef Moji. On Instagram as well. Stretching again and then one more set. Nice. I'm going to hit that subscribe. We got to show support back when people support us, for sure. Got some things. It looks like he's made some candy. There's a shrimp dish. $20 likes, y'all. Tap this live. Reluctant is back in the building. My new mattress is coming today. Nice. Nice. Guys, two of the most underrated things that I think we let go and don't realize it's affecting our health. Actually, three of them are our shoes that we exercise in, our mattresses, and our pillows. Those three things can really affect you, and it's like a sleeper thing because you don't really pay attention. Like, shoes maybe, but yes, trainers and mattress, absolutely, absolutely. Your pillow gets beat down too. Definitely. We got to make sure we're taking care of that. Vegeta says that account is fake. Original owner of that photo, her name is Samira. You guys are just doing the work. You guys are doing the work, but I'm going to tell you, these trolls got nothing on what Chef Moji has going on his channel. Nice work. Some food dishes, looks good. Her name is Shirin Amara. Reluctant pillows, yes, yes. Now I need to get yes, get some pillows. Sharuk says no videos are that channel, only post there. Yep. Vegeta is the FBI of YouTube. Yes, yes. That Stark used to like look up stuff, but we got Vegeta on the case. Harsh, hey, Harsh is back. Do you use barefoot shoes or running shoes while you train? If I'm in a safe place, I will go barefoot. I like grounding with the earth. I think that feels good. I think it feels natural. But if I'm like in a park that I'm not too sure, and I'm in danger of stepping on something or stepping in something, then I will use shoes. Then my shoes will depend. If I'm just running, I'll use running shoes. If I'm cross training, like moving side to side, then I'll put on my cross trainer shoes. If I'm like using something like I would for football or rugby or soccer, I will put on cleats or boots. So it all depends. Yes, Vegeta definitely went Super Saiyan today. Only if I had a laptop, I would have her address. Well, he's going all in. He's going all in. The fact you did all that from your phone. He is. Carl, what is going on? Carl, where are you coming to us from? Where is Carl coming to us from? Guys, definitely check out Chef Moji's channel. Got some good stuff. And we're going to leave that troll alone. We're going to leave B the troll alone. Hey, welcome. We have another brother from down under in the chat as well. And Abdul is in Australia as well. I'm not sure if Abdul's still with us, but Yay Abs is definitely in the chat on a regular basis. Carl, basically what this is today is day 132, and we get up, we do 100 push-ups. I'll do 10 sets of 10. Sometimes we'll do squats, we'll do jumping jacks, we'll do a few other exercises mixed in. So we try to do something every day. So we've got this fantastic group of people. We got our brothers in India, we've got brothers in Australia, some in America, some in South Asia, Germany, Canada, the UK, New Zealand. So you are more than welcome to join the channel. We'd love to have you. And if you would like to subscribe, let me know, and I will go outside and knock out some push-ups for your subscription because we earn ours here. Kurt is in the chat. Kurt is in the chat. What is up? What is up? Alexander, where are you from? Hey, Carl, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Kurt says he'll do push ups. We got people that will do push ups with me for your subscription. That is like how awesome this group is here. And hopefully it gets to the point where when you're in the chat, somebody new comes in, you'll say push ups from down under. We're going to do push ups. And I know it's winter right there right now. I'm learning that from Abdul. And look, Mike in Florida, he's going to do push ups. Let's go. Oh, you guys get me so geeked up. Harsh Tiagi says, I'll do back and biceps. We're here for it. Do those back and biceps. Man, you guys don't know. I really, this really sets the tone for my day. Sets the tone. All right, Alexander, I think, is shy. Doesn't want to say where they're from. That is okay. You don't have to. As long as you're here and you're in the group, that's all that matters. So if you've subscribed, we got you. I'll subscribe to support, but don't do push-ups for it. It's just kind of what we do. It's a tradition. It's an absolute tradition. And it helps, like, just with other people as well. Do. Well, then get after it. Yes. Mike did 21 more. All right, let me take myself back outside. Carl, what part of Australia are you in, if you don't mind sharing? Kurt says 20. Kurt, are you doing 20? Did 20. Australia. That is the 7th continent in the world. But last but not least, John is in the chat. He's got 20 push-ups. NT Darwin. Okay, Kurt did 20. John just got in. John is in Idaho. He's a farmer. My mattress here. Oh, hey, Reluctant is from the UK and his mattress just got here. Cool. All right, let me knock these down. I'm still going knuckles on mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice. I'm going to stay sitting out here for a minute. Vegeta got 20. Reluctant got 20. Reluctant says, how can I improve my right wrist for push-ups? Slight pain. Any sort of stretching that you can do possibly to help it. And I've been going just on knuckles because I get that same thing. Teaching martial arts for years where you do a lot of joint locks and things like that. A lot of times I'll go to do it and it just sends like that kind of that electricity up the forearm. So I go on knuckles, but certainly things just like wrist rolls in your downtime. Vegeta 1.4K subs done. Nice. Congratulations, guys. 2 claps for that. Congratulations. This is an absolute monster effort by such an amazing team. Wrist rolls, okay. I take the time to do a lot of stretching. To be honest, bro, I'm pretty weak at the moment. What's going on? Is it just this morning, didn't sleep well, or what's going on? Vegeta, yes, 2 claps. Welcome to our world gym. Man, this is fantastic. Sharuk gives in the celebration where the world is our gym. Man, that is so true. I still have to share on the channel the pictures that Lindsay and Spencer sent. They sent some pictures from the park that they go to, their walk. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So guys, make sure you check that out. Make sure you're looking at the posts and things like that. I'll try to throw some up on Instagram as well. But they have some beautiful scenery to be able to go for a walk I'm not sure if that's where they actually do the workouts at as well, but it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So we have that. Sharuk, for your subscription. Yes, it's almost time. I will be dropping stuff soon. Appreciate you, John. We appreciate you. John has been an amazing supporter for quite some time here on the channel. Very consistent. Carl says I'll also join for 20 or I'd feel weird. Would that be where you just stand there and everybody's got to do push-ups around you? Well, welcome to it. And Carl, do you do any regular fitness routine? Do you do stuff on a daily, couple times a week, or what's your routine like? Do you play any sports? We have Kurt, who's an 800-meter runner at the high school level, and that's here in the States. Oh, thank you, John. And then and we, I like being here for you guys as well. I hope that feels reciprocal. We also have Sharuk, who is playing football in India. Akib Ali, welcome, welcome. Where are you from, Akib? And do you like exercising? Do you like working out? What do you like doing? And where are you from? So many questions. John says support knowledge, just plain good stuff. Yes. John says Akib, good to see you. Sharuk says we'll show you. Will you do any kind of handstand exercise? Vegeta says, welcome, Akib, brother. Akib is from Pakistan. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Sharuk, probably not, because to Reluctant Gamer's point, just doing push-ups sometimes can have an effect on my wrist. So I don't want to put my whole body weight straight up and down on my wrist. So probably not. Probably not. I'm going to leave some of these other exercises for you guys to take over. And Sharuk, I still want to see some of those one-legged exercises you were talking about. John says, greetings from America. Thank you for joining us. Absolutely. Akib, we would love to have you as a subscriber. Kurt is eating some carrots. Nice. Vegeta, thank you for putting the translation in. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Guys, if you speak multiple languages, please help us who only speak one language. That is awesome. Sharuk says, I will send you an Instagram. What are you sending, Sharuk? Are you sending pictures? What do you got? And guys, I'm on it today. Sharuk has some music, so I'm going to try to find a way to share it. So keep an eye out for that as well. Akib says, is that thank you, Vegeta? Badhia? Badhia. Is that how I'm pronouncing it? John, you are so right, man. This is like watching a garden bloom in front of you. This is fantastic. Vegeta Tumka Saho. Oh, Sharuk is going to send pictures of the one-legged workouts. Nice. Vegeta says, me India, say who. How cool is this? John, I don't know about you, brother, but this is like, I don't know. This inexplicable. You guys are doing some amazing things here. I'm loving it. Victor, how are you today? Vegeta says, Akib asked me where I'm from. Okay. Tumka Saho is where are you from? And Vegeta, is this the same language, or are you knowledgeable in multiple languages from the region? Because you seem to be able to communicate with everybody, which I'm loving. Victor, how are you today? Victor, where do you come to us from? I know you've been in the chat before. Akib says, hi, bro. Yeah. How cool is this? Yes. Yes. Mike, are you still with us? I know Mike was on his last set. Vegeta says Pakistan is a neighbor country of India, and in both countries people speak the same language. It is called Hindi. Okay. So, if I may, what is the definition of when? Because here people say Namaste a lot in yoga. What is Namaste? Is that just a greeting? What is Namaste? I want to be able to at least give proper greetings and little things. I want to at least know. You guys know our language. You know the English language, or at least the language I speak. I won't say our language, but you know the language we speak. So I'd love to be able to return that as well. Vegeta says, you're right. Namaste is a greeting. We use it the same as hello. Okay. Sharuk says, Olanga Idahaya means how are you in my language, called Baduga. Sharuk, you're gonna have to keep putting that in the chat. So at some point it'll stick. So I can, when you come in, I can say Olanga Idaha. Yeah. I'll get there. I will get there. Harsh says the word comes from Sanskrit and literally means bowing to you, or I bow to you. Nice. Akib is leaving. Okay. Mike says namaste. Yes. Okay, I bow to you. Shruk says, that's awesome, bro, your pronunciation. I will work on it. Mike says, tap. 15 likes almost. Tap, yes. Tap the likely. Tap the likey, viewers. Akib just throwing up X's. Boom, boom, boom. That's almost an exercise. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Keep the core locked in. Boom. Little shoulder work. Boom. Tricep. Boom. Throwing up X's. Throw them up high. Throw them up low. Switch the arms. Throw your X. Boom. 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 I like those. Akib, you may have just created an exercises with all those X's. I like that. So we got here. We're hitting front. We're getting a little side as well. And a little bicep. Core. And then when we bring it back down, we're going to hit that rear delt. And we're getting some tricep as well. Keep the core engaged. Boom, boom. Cross arms. Left in front, and then you switch. So your brain is always firing. The X, man, I'm telling you. Mike says, looks like smoke from Mortal Kombat. The X. Sharuk says, Vegeta, block Akib Ali. I like smoke and Sub-Zero. Why, Sharuk, why block him? Why are you blocking Akib? What happened? Yeah, I think that's a good one. You could even just do something like prayer hands, but the X gets a little bit more of that bicep. Akib says, I am Sharuk. Zip your mouth. What is going on? Reluctant says, I like smoking Sub-Zero. I like all the Ninja Noob. Sabot and Scorpion. Oh, what does X mean? What? I don't know. Sharuk, what is X? Mike says, can't we all get along? Seriously. Yeah, Mike says, play nice, fellas. Akib says, so what? X. What does the X mean? And Purple Rain. Right. Reluctant. X means love. We're questioning. Vegeta says, I think he's frustrated about something. Let him chill. He'll be a nice guy to make friends with. Vegeta, help me out. What's going on with the X's? Play nice, stay right, says Reluctant. Akib says, XX means love. Sharuk says, I am sorry. What happened? Was there just a miscommunication on what the X's mean? X means love. Okay. Yeah, to Mike's point, XO, at least in America, means hugs, like here, and kisses would be round. Kiss. Akib says, why you say sorry? What happened? What happened? Guys, we got to learn to ask questions before we just jump to conclusions. So in this case, we have two people, and one thought that the other was saying something. You just ask the person. You can always ask the person. X is kiss in the UK, right? Don't be fighting over X's, Mike. Right. Akib says, search on Google, XXX. Guys, I'm going to share something with you. Let's see, where's it at? I got X's. Don't fight. Happiness is best in life. Best medicine in life. Reluctant is absolutely right. Vegeta says, yeah, that X thing, people misunderstood many times. Only if you have a pure mind, you can ignore the other bad things. Sharuk says, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, it's all good. We had a moment and we're past it, but we're here for a reason. We're all here to come together. Roman numerals work too. Absolutely. Triple X. And we also know what 3 X's means here in the States. It can have some different connotations. We will all have different imagination, pop up with different words. Right, based off of our experiences. And one word in one country may have a whole different meaning. Even just a dialect or a certain physical motion or act can have a different effect. So it's all good. It's all good. But guys, let's use our words to communicate and use positive words. Ask questions first. Ask. Always seek knowledge. ASK. Always seek knowledge. Harsh says Triple X could be Vin Diesel. Right. What does the tattoo signify, if I may ask? Carl, good question. I had a brother who was killed at the age of 30. And quite honestly, the way I was living and doing things, I didn't even know if I was going to live till 30. So he was younger than me. So I had made it to 30. But when he passed, I thought it was just kind of very, I don't know. There was something about that. So that's why I got to 30. People always think that it's about the Vin Diesel movie, but it's not. I appreciate you asking. Good question. And glad that you're still here, just hanging in the chat. Oh, I appreciate that, Harsh. I appreciate that. That's life. You know, we've had to, at least with, well, 2 brothers now. I had another brother who passed, but that was natural causes. But when people are killed easily, yeah, that's terrible. And that's what happened to him. He was shot. Akib, have a great day. We appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around to clear up the whole X situation. And if you haven't subscribed, we would like to have you subscribe to the channel. Sharuk says, I think he's teasing you. That's why I told. That's okay. I'm done now. That's okay. Sharuk, that's a good friend looking out. There's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing wrong with that. We appreciate you, Akib. And let us know when you drop that subscription, because we will do the 20 push-ups. We got 20 push-ups for that. Mike says, come back soon, Akib. Absolutely. Like the video before leaving. Viewers appreciate. Absolutely. Yes. We made 15. We are at 15. Nothing like it. Vegeta has been strong in the chat. Vegeta has been strong in the chat. You're back? Nice. Akib is heading out, but we appreciate you doing some moderating and kind of giving us an insight on what that could have meant. Mike says, I'm going to do another 15 push-ups in the next 1 minute. Okay, I'm with you. I'll knock down 20. Carl says, very nice of you to get a tattoo in his memory. Yes, no, I was trying to answer your question from long ago, but the time finished typing the moment was well past. That is all right. That is okay. The chat goes kind of fast sometimes, so it is okay. Akib says, bro, Reluctant says, Vegeta the Super Saiyan. Yes. All right, Akib, have a great day. We will see you soon. Akib says, Vegeta says, Akib, nice to see you, man. Hope to see you again. Take care. Mike says, agree, Carl. Thank you, Mike. Sharuk says, it's okay, Akib. Let's talk now. We have, and, you know, it's one of those things. We open these gates and these doors wide open for people, but we have seen Stark was good for that. We will jump into kind of a protective mode of what we're building here. So I understand where Sharuk was coming from, but we can also ask questions before we, so. Oh, it bumped me. It just says I'm live again. Crazy. Vegeta says I'm the almighty prince of the all Saiyans and the prince Vegeta. I think that might need to be part of your new name, Prince Vegeta, or Vegeta Saiyan, Super Saiyan. Akib says, what, you can friendship with me? I am at Sharuk. Yes, guys, come together. There's too much fighting. There's too much war going on in the world. We have the ability, we choose to be here. So let's not fight while we're someplace that we choose to be. Let's understand each other. Let's come together. Let's, you know, use our words and communicate effectively. Because I think we all have more in common than we do in difference. So I just took the X's as just, boom, throwing up the X. Shruk says, I think you missed one subscriber. I'm sorry for that. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I think Akib understands and will be back. No worries. Reluctant says, Vegeta, you might be the prince of all Saiyans, but I'm the legendary Super Saiyan. Uh-oh, we got another beef going on. We're going to have a Super Saiyan standoff. I like it. I like it. We've got some anime stuff happening here. I'm even polite beef, absolutely. Vegeta says, the hope of the universe, Reluctant. I love it. Talk that anime polite beef, absolutely. The most I know of Dragon Ball Z, I know of Pokemon, and I will go back even like almost a generation further with Voltron. I think Voltron was one of the original animes. So was Speed Racer. Or would those be considered anime? Super Saiyan Showdown going down. Going down. Vegeta versus Reluctant Gamer. Frieza's the villain. Christine Kosa. Hey, what's going on? Boa tarde. Does that mean you are late? I know looks like tardy. No worries. We've been on for 2 hours, guys. That's crazy. We've been on for 2 hours. But it's going by fast, and I love just being able to chat. That if I had to be doing push-ups for 2 hours straight while we were here, I would be in a world of hurt every day on top of that. But it would be doable. And I, love having you guys in the chat. Love having the chat going. Christina, how are you? Shrug says, just 2 hours, I need more. Reluctant. I don't know what that is. Genu's Fit does 500 push-ups a day. YouTuber like me. Nice. That's fantastic. I used to do a lot more push-ups when I worked at the warehouse. I worked at a warehouse years ago. And so I would just mark down. I would just do 20 here, 20 there. And I was getting to like 2,000 push-ups a day. And so that's kind of where, I've just always been like, the world is a gym. I can do these things at work, and I was getting paid. But does not communicate. But I communicate more. That's, I think, hopefully that's the hook, that you see the fitness, but then you stay for the interaction. I think that there's something bigger that we need to connect with as people. And I just happen to do fitness, but I like to be able to talk with people. Same thing with Mr. Burns. Reluctant, you talk to viewers more though. That's why I like this channel a lot. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I really appreciate that feedback, because I think that that's important. I want to know what I'm doing right and what we can do to improve as well. Christina, I am doing very well. Thank you. How are things on your end? Mike says, do a little bit more stretching and going to start the walk soon. Yeah, get that stretch in. I did some front kicks, like, the martial arts front kicks, just almost like a standing dancing kick. But that really helped this morning. The dynamic stretching to get things going. Help my hamstrings, help my glutes, my lower back feel good. Good dynamic stretch. Reluctant says, I'm a moderator for Gino's Fit channel. He got over 40,000 subscribers. Nice. Nice. In 6 months. Whew. I can see only 4 packs when you're sitting. Yeah, I'm getting there. I need to get a little bit more to it. Got a little bit to lose and a little bit more to tighten up. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I know from all that soccer, you've got to be doing a good solid 6-pack, running around and doing all the exercises. That is fantastic. You guys give me a lot of inspiration for that. Reluctant, how did you end up as a moderator? Just by subscribing and just supporting a lot? Just being very supportive on the channel? And are they in the UK, or where's Gino's Fit out of? Ah, yes, support since day one. That matters. I think for people to trust who they have as moderators in their channel, for sure. Plus, he knows I'm always tapped. Yeah, tapped in. I have not crossed that bridge yet. New York, the Bronx from Jamaica. Nice. Nice. That's cool. Shuruk says, now I can't see any packs. You just see this big ball. How about that? I know. I know. It's coming. One thing I give myself is patience and grace. That the last year has been tough, and we are slowly but surely getting back to it. I still have some work to do when it comes to getting some of these answers as far as like the health stuff back, but that is it's a process. It's a process. Reluctant is from New York, but the person that he's moderating for, I think, is from New York in Jamaica. Reluctant says he's a nice guy. He just comes on, smash 500 push-ups, then dips. And if people super chat, let's say someone donates $50, he will do extra 50 clap push-ups. Wow. Reluctant says, no, I'm from UK, bro. All right, Reluctant, I'm going to hit you up on that too, on some language from the region. Is it, do you use bro or do you use bruv? Because I like you, I say bruv, but I got it from seeing like UK movies and shows and stuff like that. I love watching UK shows and stuff like that. Genus, Jamaican, love New York, the Bronx, reluctant, says you wouldn't survive in the US. I use bro, but people in London use brov. I like brov. And fam. What's good fam? What's another one that I saw from TV? I think it's Wagwan. What's the show? Top Boy? Bruv and Fam. Yes. Wagwan. Yeah, I watched it. You could try maximum 12% fat in your six pack. Wagwan. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what is Wagwan? Is that just a greeting? He knows I've been watching my shows. I've been watching Top Dog. He's a waste man. He's a waste man. Yeah, it's a greeting. Okay. Yeah, what is waste man? Waste man. Is that just like a loser? You more than Hey, I tune in. I tune in. I love some British shows. I love some British shows. Shrook is giving me that cringe face, like. No, I love delving into like playing with accents and different things, different pronunciations and all that stuff. But it's the same reason why I asked Sharuk before I posted a picture about wearing certain garb that was kind of reflective of the Middle Eastern community. Like, I never want this to look like I'm trying to offend or mock anybody. This is like just how I can pay my highest respect for things that I enjoy. So please don't take it as any sort of slight to your cultures or your communities. It is definitely not that, because I know firsthand how that can be. If it looks like people are just trying to appropriate your culture just for like a moment, just to make it look like a costume or something disingenuous. So I am honestly about learning about other cultures, but you said you guys are just rocking. Yeah. Hey, we're just going back and forth. I like hearing it. And Mike, with like Sharuk, so for like Bollywood movies I enjoy, but I can't always pick up like on certain certain languages. It is Friday, isn't it, Mike? Happy Friday. Boom, 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 boom. Reluctant says, bruv, you're a real one. I know you never insult anybody. You got a good heart. It is not my intent, man. And if I do, I will be the first to apologize. I've gotten to a point, some of my philosophy on my other channel, I think I did a video on it, and maybe I should, maybe even have a live chat about it, but is two of the hardest things that I think for people to do at any stage through your growth and development is to apologize and to accept an apology. Those are two very ego-driven things. And when we, honestly, sometimes when we feel like we are in the right, we are not going to apologize. We're gonna die on that hill. We're not gonna back off that square. Sometimes we need to. Sometimes we need to. Reluctant, yeah, I do have another channel. And that one is really almost no fitness. It's really just me talking about things in life. I'll do some reactions to music. I'll just, whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind. Name of the channel. I think all Indian audience is gone. Yeah, what's that? What happened, Vegeta? Well, you and Sharuk are still here. Mr. Mayan and Akib are gone. Reluctant. The name of the channel is Vincent Alfonso Jamal. I appreciate that, Sharuk. I appreciate you guys. There's some music. I've done some spoken word. Yeah, Reluctant. Yeah, there was this strong presence. There was a strong representation from the Indian community, and then it was just like, bam, all right. And it's as simple as, okay, bye. Okay, bye. Reluctant, I'm Pakistani background, but then I'm UK, and I'm Muslim also. Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate the insight. Um, is it assalamu alaikum, salaikum salam, the greeting? I'm trying to make an edit but failed and I'm laughing at it. Reluctant, yeah, I had no idea of your lineage, your origins, wasn't sure. But you know, when we think UK, stereotypically, unfortunately, a lot of times people of color get left out of that picture. Sometimes I think the same thing with Americans. We don't often think of people in Australia. We don't think of the Aborigines. Like we kind of get whitewashed out in a lot of ways, and it's no slight to anybody. It's just kind of how it gets portrayed sometimes. So appreciate you giving that background. Um, but it doesn't change anything. You're still a brother to the channel, and we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. And did I get that right? Assalamu alaikum. I worked with a gentleman who was Muslim as well, and I would uh, I would get little bits from him, but he was from Kurdistan, and so I don't have to salam you. Okay, I won't salam you. Um, but I would try to pick up little bits. But he was from Kurdistan, so they spoke Kurdish, and so I think the greeting was Choni, and then the response was Mbasham. So I'd see him at work. Choni Dana, he's at Mbasham or Wagwan, Wagwan bro. What's good farm? Oh, I love that. Love it. Reluctant says I'm okay with hello and goodbye. Yeah, don't let me like start trying to ingratiate and get too far. I will go with Wagwan. Indians are only like people who are in the U.S. like you. Yes, Sharuk. Vegeta says, don't ever say bye, just say see you again. Okay, that's a good point. That, yeah, or until we meet again or something like that. Don't make it permanent. Yeah. So, one of the slangs from the 90s here in the US, if you were leaving some places, you would say, I'm Audi 5000. I'm sure Mike and John know exactly what I'm talking about when you hear Audi 5000. All nationality, all religion, all humans have downfalls. It's just about us individuals. Yeah, and you know, those are collections of community, but we can also build our own community. So we can have a community with people of different beliefs, of different nationalities, of different skin tones, of different, you know, we can build our own communities as well. But we have to know that getting along is part of that process and having a great understanding to accept things about people that even if we don't understand it, you don't have to admonish it either. We can definitely accept people. So it could be something like your sexual orientation. Look, if somebody, I have friends that enjoy their relationships with people of the same gender. It's not for me to judge, and I don't try to understand it because it's not for me to understand what they choose to share. But I'm not trying to put myself in their shoes. I just look at if they are they a good friend to me, and if they are, then I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Life's too short to try to control or judge what other people do. Um, it's from the old Dr. King quote: "Content of character used to be content of character over color of skin, but I've expanded that to say content of character over color of skin, how much money you make, where you live, what you pray to, or if you even pray. Like there's too many. Life's too short, and there's so many beautiful people out here in the world, and we miss out when we try to block them out or push them into a certain box just by things that we are not of or that we don't understand. Sharuk says, yeah, and Reluctant says, I don't care. I don't. I don't care skin. I care about friendly people. Absolutely. Oh, I appreciate it. You are a friendly person as well. Thank you so much. That's all that this is about. I think when we go through enough in life, we get to a point where we realize, like, what am I doing? Why would I want that? And I was never really that way. I grew up very diverse. I've grown up around Caucasians. I've grown up around Hispanics. Not a large representation of Asian or Indian, but some Native American as well. But I've never had a problem with people until they've shown me that their character is the problem. But I've never looked at people for their skin tone or what they pray to. Even just having a disability, like I'm judging people off of things, it's not worth it. It takes too much time and energy. That tattoo in your stomach is looking like Shivan Lingam. This one or these? These are hieroglyphics. I got hieroglyphics here, and this is just it's a hunter. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a big hunter. It's a centaur, half man, half horse, and you can see him holding his bow. The hunter. And there's always a point where I feel like, hey, maybe I should get some more tattoos, but I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with tattoos. I like the ones that I've gotten. They served a purpose. They tell stories. I got them at certain points in life. And, we're all good. Shiv is a god. Okay. Is Shiv a hunter? Is that what it is? Am I a Shiv too? Man, when this starts touching the ribs, it's like a tickle, but it doesn't tickle anymore. It's more like, okay, hurry up, hurry up. The web on the elbow was another one that was pretty tender. I have some on my lower back. When it touches your nerves, you can feel it. Oh, Vegeta, your name is Shiv? Am I saying that right? Is it Shiv? Reluctant. Do I watch boxing? I haven't watched boxing for a while. Yeah, I really haven't watched boxing, UFC. For a while, I was watching those slap fights. Do you ever see the slap fights? Those are wild. Sharuk says Shivan Lingra means God Lord Shiva. Galaxy, what's going on? Galaxy Star FF in the house. Carl says, I think he means his name Vegeta is a god. Okay, maybe so. Thank you, Carl. Reluctant says, you know my name? Slap fights mad, bro. Yes. Sharuk, Hinduism god. Vegeta says, no, Carl, my real life name is Shiv. Okay. Where does Vegeta come from then? Galaxy, no worries, man. Got busy with college, yes. How's that going? How are the studies going? Reluctant, my name is Azim. Nice, Azim. I gotta start writing some of this stuff down because now I'm used to Reluctant. I'm used to all Vegeta. I'm used to all these other names. Vegeta is a character from Dragon Ball. Okay. Guys, you've thrown me a curveball because I'm looking at all these names. You're Hindu too. Okay. Do. I gotta scroll. Scroll back. Can I scroll back? Vegeta's real life name is Shiv. Reluctant is a was it Akeem? Azim. All right. You can call me reluctant though. Shrug says Vegeta X Shiv. Yo, Roach, what is going on? Roach is in the house. Galaxy FF is in the house. We got two college students. Or two students, I should say. So good for you guys to drop in. Appreciate you dropping in. And call you Vegeta. Man, just checking in. How are the studies going? And how is work going? Roach is in South Asia. South Asia. So we're glad to have you in the chat. We have some connections going all over right now. How cool is that? We got folks from Germany. We got folks in the UK, the US, South Asia, Middle East. Vegeta's a student as well. They're going well, but I failed to stay away from the gym. I don't think that's a bad thing. Sometimes I think you got to be able to work out some of the stress, let your mind relax, and don't kind of just pin yourself down with just studying. I think that's a good escape. It's a healthy one. It's better than going out and getting drunk or doing something that's destructive. I think that's still a positive part of your day, and I think that's a necessary part. Vegeta asks, Galaxy, you play FF? Galaxy Star FF. Carl, how are you liking this chat? We've got some amazing stuff going on, am I right? True, helps you sleep good too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you got to clear the mind and take out some of that stress. I just dropped a video. Well, I loaded one that's going to be coming out. It is wild, right? It's how cool is it though? FF Free Fire is a game. See, I learned so much. I learned so much from you guys. I appreciate the knowledge. Wow. Okay, I didn't know a Galaxy. Okay, Free Fire. I like that. But X, keep doing that. Stay on your focus. Those are things that you should certainly be able to afford yourself. The hydration, nutrition, exercise, rest, and you're putting that studying in as well, and that's going to give you a really healthy mindset. I appreciate you checking in. Hey, Mr. Maya is back. All right, see you, brother, and we'll connect soon, man. Stay on those studies. Keep us posted. We appreciate you. And even just drop something on one of the videos or pictures if you can. Mr. Maya says, Mr. Handsome Hung Uncle. Wow, that took a turn. That took a turn. Vegeta, welcome back, Maya. Yes, that took a turn. We have, got some good stuff going on today. And Sharuk says, I play PUBG? What's PUBG? Is that another acronym for something else? Mr. Maya says, thanks, Vegeta. Hey, we're knocking along. Mr. Maya, have you subscribed yet? What's the time right now here in the States? Let's see, 2.5 hours. So it's about 7:45 a.m. Reluctant says, where's Mr. Burns, the legend? He's working. He is working on, I believe, a movie set or a commercial set, something like that. So he's doing really well. He just got another day of work. So he is, he's doing his thing. So we shout out to him. And he does go live. He went live actually on his set, was doing push-ups. He had some other people that were working there, did some push-ups with him. So good stuff going on his channel. Sharuk says BGMI Battlegrounds Mobile India. What is that? I'm just, yeah, I'm blown away. Reluctant says, am I from Chicago? Dude, I recognize you. You've been in movies. Vegeta says PUBG Player Unknown Battlegrounds is an addictive game in India. We have a separate version of it called BGMI Battlegrounds Mobile India. Reluctant, I'm not from Chicago, but I have been in some movies. I have been in commercials. I've been in some music videos, done some photo shoots. So I don't know, maybe I look like somebody, but I've been fortunate to have done some stuff. I'm not going to say that. I know what you're doing, Hugh. I know what you're doing, Hugh. That's well played, though. What if I say it backwards? Jas Hugh. Nice. How are you, Hugh? Where are you coming to us from? Mr. Maya says, no, I recognize you in movies, sir. Reluctant says, PGI is a mobile game. It's well known, but I never play. I don't play Fortnite, Minecraft, or Roblox. I play adult games like Mortal Kombat and racing games or Nintendo games. Nice, Reluctant. But these days I'm reluctant in playing games. I'm focusing on my health. Yeah, sometimes you have to like break certain habits. Things that we thought were, not harming us sometimes are. So trade those video games for the workouts or doing some reading. Guys, I would be more than happy to jump on. I stopped doing it and I should have, but if anybody gets on Duolingo, we can match up there too and try to support each other learning a language. So all those things are possible. But yeah, trade it for those habits. Ada Marie, are you going to hunt? Where do you live? No, I'm not. I don't hunt anything. Maya Kamed, I live in this United States. Where do you live, Ada Marie? Am I in a hut? No, but the bamboo makes it look like that. But look, I got this giant tire. I'm not in a hut, though. Does it look like I'm in a hut? That's pretty cool. Reluctant says, I maybe play video games 1 hour a day. If that, I never played a game yesterday. Good. I've been like way less on TV. I'm really only on YouTube to manage what I got going on. Mr. Maya says, anyone watch Squid Game Season 3? I never started that at all, and I hear people talk really highly about it. Vegeta, reluctant gamer, I'm on the same part of life. I don't play games anymore. I'm learning, editing, watching anime, traveling, and just trying to live a chill life. Hey, Adam Marie, you are in Delaware. Nice. Nice. Okay, you're on the East Coast. I'm in the Southwest. I'm in that desert climate. Reluctant, I watch YouTube, like these channels, fitness stuff, etc. Mr. Maya. Sharuk, where is Sharuk? Sharuk might be eating. I don't think Sharuk has soccer or football practice anymore. Ada, are you new to the channel? I feel like I've seen your name before. And you are welcome to subscribe to the channel. And for subscriptions, we will knock out some push-ups for your subscriptions, for sure. Sharuk, that's great, Vegeta. I think it's enough. Vegeta never plays games. He's the strongest in the universe. Yeah, I don't have any video games. Either at like home for the TV. I don't have any on my phone. The most I'll play is like sometimes is word games where they'll scramble words and you make words out of them. But I don't really stop and play games like that. Sharuk says, hi, Brother Maya. Indeed. Indeed. Got these brothers, people making connections. Ada Marie, are you do you work out? Do you go to the gym? Mr. Maya says, where are you from, Sharuk, bro? Carl says, is gaming really considered a bad habit? I mean, in excess, everything is bad for you, including fitness. No. I would say I would rather exercise for 3 hours than play games for 3 hours, only because it's sedentary. There's connecting a lot of gaming to what's going to be some joint problems, carpal tunnel associated, and what it's doing for our vision as well, always staring at a screen. So you are absolutely correct. Moderation is the key for everything. Everything. Agreed. Julian is in the chat. What's going on? Carl brings up a great point that it's not that it's a bad habit. I think maybe it gets a bad rap. So let me walk that back. Just yeah, make sure we do things in balance. Thank you, Carl, for that. Julian, what is going on? Reluctant says nothing wrong with video games as long as your health comes first. Good point. Games in good for some people helps keep you out of trouble or get you in trouble depending on the person. Yeah, Vegeta says I don't know why I'm not feeling uh, my ego or I'm not getting angry. Something is wrong with me today, but I feel all the stress is gone, just laughing on everything. Man, that's a beautiful place to be. That's letting things go and putting it in its proper perspective. There's only so much we can do about things that happen around us in life. So you have a choice. You have power. Don't give your power away by deciding to chase something that doesn't need to be chased. Sometimes we just have to accept it for what it is, and then what we do about it is different. But that's why, yeah, I don't get mad about a lot of things. I'm not going to be arguing with anything or people about stuff, because I have to accept, like, if that's how you feel about something, cool. But I logically don't have to follow your emotions. So I think you're just kind of probably reaching a spot where you're just seeing life in a much different light, and that's a beautiful place to be. Reluctant says, YH moderation for sure. Sharuk, I am from India, Tamil Nadu, the city of Coimbatore. Mr. Maya says, I am from India, Gujarat. I'm just killing these names. Sorry, guys. Vegeta, Kemcho, Maya, Bai, asking him, how are you? In Gujarati language. Stark says, Sharuk says, oh, that's great. Mr. Maya, I came from Hyderabad. Majama Vegeta. Carl says, that's super wholesome and a really good perspective. Thank you. No, you're very welcome. I appreciate you being in the chat and contributing. A lot of times, we don't get a whole lot of contribution from new people, but I love that you're, just fitting yourself in and implementing your opinions and all that stuff. That's how we learn. That's exactly how we learn, is by having talks. So this chat is a fantastic place to be, guys. We're at 19. We are that close to 20 likes for the chat. How cool is that? Mr. Maya says, so many Indian are here. Yeah. Yes. Shruk says, this is your live, but we are chatting and are reading that. I love it. I love to see that. Reluctant says, there's always something to learn, man. That is so true. And isn't it kind of crazy that the more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't really know, because there's so much knowledge, so much wisdom. I mean, so many languages, so many foods, so many instruments, so much music. And those are things that we would entertain ourselves with, not to mention just when you're talking about science, math, politics, learning other religions. Like, there's so much out in the world that when I look at things that hold us back, that keep us chained to our homes. And I'm not saying video games can't embody us, or fitness is way better, things like that. You can spend too much time in the gym to and not get out and see the world, whereas you could play video games for 30 minutes, get out and see the world. So it is all in moderation. To Carl's point, Julian says they even say games like that can fry your dopamine. You don't get the pleasure out of other things. That's much more boring. But them boring things is usually what helps a person's life. Mr. Maya says, bro, someday come to India. Who should come to India? Who should come to India? Are you saying I should come to India? True. Already we learned is small things, but we should learn more and more knowledge. Yeah. Yeah, because what we learn is in a bubble. We learn largely our bubble. Me come to India, I'm coming to do push-ups. Boom. I would absolutely come to India. Make no mistake. But you guys, like everybody in the chat, you guys got to figure out how to get to where I'm gonna be, because then that would be super cool to do push-ups together. That would be dope. So Sharuk wants to come to the U.S. First to the U.K. as well. Try Hindu push-ups. Let's see. I like Indian food. Yes, I don't have like a great exposure to it, but so are the Hindu push-ups? That starts here, correct? Oh, my back. And then I was taught that you can do this way, or and come back up. Did I have those right? There's so many places in the world. Reluctant, you are absolutely right. Julian, but yes, everything is a balance, but it seems like most people don't have enough discipline. Yeah, we tend to fall for the weak things, the comforts. We fall for the things that make us comfortable, and it's good to have comforts and rewards, but we also have to practice delayed gratification in order to get those things. So we want to make sure that we have those things in our lives, the discipline set up, so then we can enjoy the rewards. Thank you, Vegeta. Thank you. Yeah, I was taught those years ago by a friend of mine. One of the most incredible people I've ever met. She's probably in her late 80s, maybe her 90s now, but she's a Tai Chi instructor. She might be a Tai Chi master by now, but she's from the US, but she was also a strength and fitness trainer for the Iranian Olympic team. And so I had the pleasure of knowing her. We went to lunch a couple times, and she would give me all sorts of just wonderful tips, just in life. It had nothing to do necessarily with fitness. Galaxy, yo, why does Vegeta have a crown? Does Vegeta have a crown? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know a thing about anime. I know how to spell the word, and that's about it. That is about it. So, when we're talking about, never mind just like video games, let's just say it's anything. What is a good balance of the things that we want to do versus the things that we need to do? What's a good balance? I want to watch movies, but I need to do these other things. What is a good balance out of, let's say, 16 hours? Because we should be sleeping 8 hours. So is 1 hour of pleasure versus 15 doing the things we need? What's a good balance? Galaxy, I've been doing fantastic. Life is good. I got no complaints. No complaints at all. And the things that I would complain about just means I need to work harder. Julian says, what I said, the dopamine thing, apparently porn is horrible for that. Yeah, it disconnects you from people. It disconnects in that sense. But I feel like a lot of people are leaning more towards that when it comes to stuff. So yeah, a lot of young guys have a problem with that, and that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about like the dating scenes and things like that. I think people are going for just, hey, we're still human. I need to release, and the dating out here is hard. I'm not saying that it makes it right to create an addiction, but definitely. Yeah, and let's be clear also. There's a difference between porn and just self pleasure. Self pleasure is a different category than just watching adult content. Vegeta, because my power level is too high. Reluctant. What is best to build dopamine? I've always said like doing stuff on your own, do like accomplishing things. I get like there's no better feeling in my estimation than when I finish a great workout, when I put something together, when I accomplish something. There's nothing I've always felt that that's best. When people ask at the gym, what do hey, what kind of supplement do you take? I don't take anything but myself to the gym, and I take a dose of my own ego. Like, I know that I'm capable of doing these things, and that's why I do them. So that's where I look at building dopamine. I don't look for external value to validate who you are and what you're doing. Julian says, and it seems like a lot of young guys have that problem. Yeah, I think that there's some dating stuff going on. Galaxy says, for real. Sharuk says, I think your first link vlogs in India called YouTuber Meetup. If you have a chance for that, just do it. We are just waiting for that moment. Vegeta says, Galaxy, do you play FF? Galaxy says, nuh-uh. Galaxy says, where is Bob? I keep Bob out of the sun because Bob would end up just like looking like a melted candle if I let the sun just hit him all day. Julian says, depends on what it is and more importantly, how it affects you. Reluctant says, I'm looking forward to starting gym Monday. We are looking forward to it too. And yes, I'm going to try my creatine today as well. Got to get a lot of water in with it. Sharuk says, if you come to India, we will celebrate your arrival like vibe. Is that like the dancing and stuff? Sharuk sent me some videos of traditional dances. They were getting it. They were getting down. It was smooth, and they were just like doing these steps together, but it was smooth. And I was like, okay, I see what you guys got going on. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Reluctant, I am going to take some creatine today, see how that goes. Julian, yeah, you're right. And it's going to be how anything affects you. Doesn't always have to be terribly negative, but we definitely know the effects of adult content they're not healthy for the brain. They're not healthy for people in general. But it's crazy because look how large that industry is. Look how much money is made. Look how many people are willing to do it. So the one thing I would say, I'd rather watch it than be a part of it, like be in it. I think that that's way more detrimental to your health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. Financially, you might make money, but there's that. We know that this isn't going to be accepted widely in society. And there's a lot of adult entertainers that don't seem to last long living because of that sort of thing. Don't get addicted to that type of thing. Watch anime instead. Sharuk, I want to learn that dance. Yes, for sure. For sure. I'm going to have to go back and watch. And then when I show up in India, I'm just going to pop out and start doing it. Yeah, guys, I mean, addictions to anything aren't healthy. And it's one of those things like Carl was saying, we want to make sure like it's in moderation. Definitely in moderation. And I think sometimes it's too easy to let discipline or lack of discipline rule things, and that's how we end up getting to these points where we are at in a deficit, whether it's overeating or not eating the right things, whether it's playing too many games, whether it's watching adult content. There's a lot of things that you can get into: smoking, drinking, drugs. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can have that can have a negative effect. Even relationships. Don't get addicted to a person. Enjoy sharing time with them, but don't become dependent solely on them to be part of your life. We actually lost we lost a thumbs up, guys. I don't know what was said. Hopefully nobody was offended. but we lost a like. We're at 18. I see 18 now. What do you guys see? And I see 4 people in the chat. So, but we've been at it for 3 hours, or coming up on 3 hours. I'm going to give you a shot again. Boom. Right now. We need some more talkative audience. What do you think? Yeah, it's hard to say. Like a lot of times, who likes something then retracts it, right? Did you see the number go down too, Carl? That's crazy. What was said? Maybe because we were talking about adult entertainment. I don't know. But this is a view from like my mat where I get to stretch and all that. Julian says, but a lot of different things in moderation is probably a lot of wasted time. It adds up. It adds up for sure. So if you watch a little adult entertainment, do a little video games, eat a lot, eat a few snacks, like yes, you're absolutely right. It will add up. No, you can't please everyone, and the only person you should honestly be pleasing from the start is yourself. And when I say that, because I always say, like, do things that make you happy, but it can't be to the detriment of other people. Because if we just say do things that make you happy, we know a bunch of maniacs and savages are going to go out there throwing like eggs at people or doing things that are mean spirited. So you have to be able to make sure that what you're doing isn't harming other people just to make you happy. That's not healthy at all. Vegeta says watch WWE. I have not watched WWE in quite some time. Shruk says love, especially for our dance. Only people who have flexible body can dance, otherwise no. I think it's easy for you. Let's try. I would definitely try to do that dance. Vegeta, do you know the dance Shruk is talking about? Shruk, what is the name of that dance? Because they were smooth. Julian, you got to see this dance that Shruk sent. It's native to his area in India, but yeah, they were. I don't know. It looked fun. It looked like they would just slide, slide. They were just keeping it going. Vegeta says I can't on anything, but I'm shy. Carl, did you share what part of Germany you're from, or did you not want to share? That makes sense as well. Our friend Stark on the channel, he comes in. He is from Berlin, I believe. I believe he's in Berlin or someplace close to it. I can dance on anything, but I'm shy. Hey, sometimes you just got to get out there. Sometimes you just got to get out there, and you know, dancing's kind of a strange thing, anyways. Unless it's like a contest where everybody's really good. Yeah, you just gotta learn to just enjoy it, and be your own party. Sometimes we get off rhythm, things like that, and I don't dance often. Carl, my apologies. My apologies. And you did tell us where you're from. Do, 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 do. All right. Well, I don't know. Have German heritage, of course. No, I think you have a lot to think about. Um, but it's like my pleasure to like try to juggle all this and see this map in my head and all this. And um, what I actually want to do is get like a map. I have a globe, and I wanted to put stickers on it just for each person in their area. But I think a flat map will work better, and that way, we just have that kind of thing to always show, like, hey, these are the representations. These are the people that we have, these connections with all over the world, and I'd love to be able to show that. So, I wish there was a way to set up like a chart electronically, so there's just like a map of the world, and anytime somebody logged in, it would just show like where that person's from. Not like GPS, but like you would type in your own city, so that way it would show. We don't want to keep electronic leashes on people. But I appreciate your understanding, and yeah, really enjoy being able to do this. It is. Am I mistaken, or is it like 1 or 2 in the morning where you're at right now in Australia? I believe, if from what I remember, when Abdul would was chatting, when we would start, it would be like 11 p.m. Hopefully, one day there will be too many. Yes, that's a good problem to have. It's late and I am drunk. Nice. What is your choice of drink? No worries. No worries. Cheers, mate. Cheers. Yes. What is the is it beer? Beer. Nice. The only beer I am familiar with from Australia, as you know, would be Foster's. That would seem to be the one that made a big splash here in America. There was that press of time in the '80s where there was a big like Australian popularity rush in America with the Crocodile Dundee movies. Who was the Australian comedian? Yahoo Serious, I think, was from Australia, and that was also on the when Australia two beat the American boat in the was that the boat race. I don't want to. I don't think it's the Ryder Cup, America's Cup or something like that. And they unveiled and they had like that super fin under the boat and all that. Like there was this massive push. What's the band? Well, AC/DC for sure. But then what's the other band? Who can it be now? Men at Work, which I love. So there's been a huge pressing of Australian culture here, but I don't think it's been widespread as far as like other things. We know about certain things and that's about it. I do like some of the movies from Australia and some of the shows. Um, there was one called Rabbit Proof Fence that I really liked. And locally, Four Times Gold or Great Northern are quite popular. Nice. And what was the show? Did you ever watch Wentworth? Was Wentworth popular there? The TV show? And maybe I'm just like being a typical, person who doesn't know about the culture, so I'm asking you about everything Australian, but I'm genuinely curious. So I mean no offense when I ask like these questions that might have just been like, oh man, he's just asking us about the worst parts of Australia. Honestly, I've never really heard of Foster beer except for when people from the US. There you go. There you go. That's why I like to ask because it's like, is it really like an Australian beer, or were we just told that it was? And it was like an American company just said, "Hey, we're going to brew something in Australia," but it's really not. Okay, sorry, I just dumped a whole bunch of stuff. I just vomited a bunch of Aussie stuff onto you. My sister-in-law is from Australia, so my brother goes down there um, quite often. It is pretty cool when he goes live. He'll show us stuff in the chats and stuff like that. Um, but it's wild because he talks about driving on the other side of the car, other side of the road. Julian says, I had some vodka that was soaked with weed before. That stuff make you feel different. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So so did you smoke weed that was soaked in vodka, or you drank vodka that had weed soaking in it? Either way, that sounds wild and I've never heard it. I'm just trying to figure out which one we're at. I think either one would make me feel different because I don't drink. So yeah, that would definitely do it for me. Funniest thing, my brother-in-law is actually from the US and I ask him similar questions, right? All right. So we'll just keep firing them back and forth on each other, man, because I genuinely do want to know. But I also understand it's probably like, okay, I've been asked that question a million times being from Australia or being from America. I do get a lot of questions. That is that's awesome. So is he living down there or is your sister living in the States? Sharuk said hi and your message was not showing. I don't know what happened, Sharuk. I do not know what happened. They're in Australia at the moment. Nice. Come down for the winter. Vegeta in the chat. They would like to visit the States soon, but I question. What part of the States? Because there's some areas that, yeah, could be problematic. Texas, if you guys have not seen, look up the flooding in Texas. It's pretty bad. Unfortunate. A lot of children, from what I understand, have died. A lot of people drowning. He says the states doesn't seem too good to visit at the moment. Julian says we put like 2 ounces in a 40 and soaked it for like a week. That's how some people make hash over here. But we didn't cook the alcohol off it. We got drunk too. That's crazy. I okay. That's original, man. That is original. Um, as far as visiting the US, I think it's the climate is, yeah, it's pretty testy at times, and I think it just depends where you're going to travel for how long, um, and kind of steering clear of, I guess, the political parts of things if you can. Um, but it's probably like anything. There's like good and bad with everywhere you go. It's just a matter of figuring out what it is you want to do. And maybe like if you came and visited like the Grand Canyon or a national monument or something instead of just trying to go to downtown LA or Chicago or New York. And nothing against those cities, but I'm just saying sometimes being in the city and being in certain areas are going to have probably more inherent dangers. Probably the same thing with going to Australia. There's probably some places that are just going to pose more of a threat, just because there's more people there. Hope that answers without going on too long. Yeah. When my brother goes to um, Australia, it's really a remote area. I mean, not like super remote, but it's pretty far out, where it's just they're going to visit, her mother. The Ozarks. That's a great show. And yeah, the Ozarks. There's some places like the Ozarks that I wouldn't go. That's for sure. And I guess that would be like being out, yeah, in like swamp area where it would be very easy for people to disappear, and people that live there may have some hidden things like you just never know. Yeah, there's definitely some areas, but it makes sense. Um, there's always something to be wary of, but we shouldn't be so on edge that we don't go out and enjoy life. Like I always want to say, don't die wondering. We want to make sure that we have something good going on. All right. I want to know who took that like back. I see 18 likes. I want to know who took that like back. Show yourself. Show yourself. Yeah, Grand Canyon is nice. It is a nice trip. Even if it wasn't Grand Canyon, Sedona is a nice area. Carl says in Australia it can be dangerous, but only if you are disrespectful. Very true. And I think that that's a big part that a lot of travelers, I see mainly Americans suffering through, but it may be in other areas as well. But see a lot of, there was a stigma called the ugly American, where Americans would go to other countries and just treat people terribly and act like they didn't have to abide by the laws because they were American, like they were above it all. And I actually enjoy seeing people get punished for that because there's no excuse for that. John says, hike the canyon. The world is our gym. That would be quite the hike. That would be quite the hike. I could see that happening. I could see John hiking the Grand Canyon or any canyon for that matter. But yeah, Carl, that is a great point. Be respectful where you're at. Learn the culture, learn the laws, and understand that that's their everyday existence. We're trying to enjoy a vacation where other people's actual reality resides, and that can be a stressful dynamic at times. So Jerome says, yeah, you don't want to end up on the wrong side of town by accident. Some of these guys' favorite habit is robbing people. Yeah, get you set up twice. John has hiked the Grand Canyon twice. That doesn't surprise me. I understand that. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. Julian, but most places is probably good. Yeah. How long is the canyon, John? How long is the hike? Julian says crocodiles. I am Sharuk said hi. In Australia, yes. I think the only thing that I would have to do with water is a shower and drinking it. But I don't know. Maybe it's the stereotype, but it seems like Florida too. Florida here in the States, they say is like the Australian part of America where there's gators, there's snakes, there's all sorts of stuff that can be dangerous. I'm in the NT, the highest croc populations. They're not really an issue, and you spend most of your life in the water up here. Ooh, I got to cringe just thinking of that. Uh, my message was not showing. I don't know what message you're trying to send, Sharuk. So, are you swimming in lakes and streams and stuff like that, Carl? And what the NT? What is that short for something? The North Terrain, or what does NT stand for? John says the hike is about 24 hours if you stop to eat, etc. Carl says not unknown ones know. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't just hop into a body of water. Northern Territory. Okay. I was close. I was close. Julian says, at Carl, that's a big thing, but there's a lot that's not like that. Yeah, I think that, again, we only see certain parts of what other cultures, countries, societies, we only see certain parts. Um, and a lot of times it's the most fascinating. So just living in an area where I would never see an alligator, or a lot of things is fascinating to me. So, but it would be no different than talking to friends in Africa and wondering about lions and hyenas and things like that. So again, I appreciate, just bearing with, the questions because it's always interesting to me. And the Northern Territory. I want to say my sister-in-law was from something mountain. I can't remember what it was. And then I had a friend, I believe she was from Perth. And I don't believe I know anybody from Brisbane. Reluctant, I'll be back. I'm on Gino's Fit channel. He's got live over 500 views, going crazy. Nice. Nice. Vegeta, I have a friend in Africa. His name is Wagwana. Nice. Sharuk, what message? I don't know what message. I don't know what's going on because it's clearly showing that you can leave a message. So I don't know what message it is you're trying to leave. My message was not showing, excluding this. Are you trying to leave a link to something? I don't know. I don't know, sir. What is going on? And Carl, again, my apologies, but I want to ask about like the roo population, red roos and things like that. I heard a few years ago about, I believe a woman got killed by one. I don't know how common that is. Julian says, swimming with crocodiles. I might be crazy, but you're nuts. Well, I think he's saying that like the water that he's getting into is not known to have crocs in it. Or I believe they call them salties. Vegeta asked, are you trying to share your account? I'm wondering if that's what's going on with Sharuk. Sharuk, not sure what's going on. Carl says, Julian, trust me, they're not really an issue. Well, you've survived this long. And so, yeah, I can definitely see if you know it not to be an issue, it's probably not an issue. Shruk says, I sent 20 more messages, but not showing excluding this. Freshwater crocs are not dangerous per se. Vegeta says you can't share your ID or your number link here. Yeah, so Carl, it's crazy because anytime you see something about so fresh water is different than salt water, right? So it's the salties that are dangerous. If I'm getting that right, freshwater crocs are not dangerous per se, but is it the saltwater crocs that are dangerous? Because I always hear about salties, like there's a chat about anything gator or croc related, somebody inevitably will point out like salties in Australia. So okay, okay. I'm guessing there's just more aggressive, something along those lines. And we have the only time I don't know if they're salties will go everywhere. Are those the ones you see swimming in the ocean as well? It's like, man, how did you get to like some remote island? Yeah, grow much bigger, more aggressive. Well, these are dinosaurs, I believe. I mean, they survived this long. I think I saw some sort of video. It was like a salty like took on a shark or something like that. It was just like, where do these two things pair up? Where do they even meet each other? But I've seen definitely. How they do it is amazing. And you know, that's the survival, I guess, is that it's able to adapt into different things. But I can't imagine being on like some nice calm lagoon thinking that you are, you know, away from everything and then just a gator pops up or a croc, I should say. Yeah, there's so much there that we don't see or have. I was unaware of until maybe the last 10 years about the rabbit population, the rabbit explosion. I learned about that. Um, and yeah, that would be the worst nightmare. And even the camel population, I didn't realize that there was a whole thing of like wild camels. And from what I understand, that was from explorers and people coming, settlers, and bringing these animals with them. That's what I learned about the rabbits, was that the rabbits weren't indigenous to Australia until settlers came. Same thing that we have with pigs here. Pigs were brought by Europeans, and then they got wild and they were able to breed and get out of control. We're at 17 likes. We are going backwards in the likes. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? The biggest danger of crocodiles is you will never see them, and I'm ignorant, I suppose, on the camels. That's all right. It's weird how we learn things about other people's cultures and communities, that there's going to be some things that you may know about the US that I would have been like, huh. Mike says, I see 17 likes. We were at 19 about an hour ago. So people are just definitely deciding that they just don't like that we're talking about stuff other than fitness, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Make with Mike says Florida has crocodiles and alligators together. Sharuk, I don't know what's going on that your message is not showing. Maybe when you put your message is not showing, put whatever else that you want in. I don't know. Maybe there's an auto block based off of the settings. Maybe it's what's being said. I don't know. Every culture has pros and cons, and they say racism is based off of skin color. But what is it if you don't like something about a culture? Does that make you a culturist? Curious, or nationalist, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not just that, but Shrook says no problem. Mike says, but I say to be open minded is to accept all points of view, all 8 billion. Yeah. Yeah. Because even people within a culture don't even see things completely eye to eye. So, is that, to your point, would that be like calling somebody a self hating culturist or something like that? So, interesting topic, very philosophical. To respect it for sure. Julian says, at Carl, I heard a guy over here robbed the store. The cops showed up quicker than what he thought. He ran across the street to the golf course. It was a night he jumped into the water beside one, and I guess the crocodile bit his arm off, and then he got caught by the cops. Crime doesn't pay. Crime does not pay. It does not pay, guys. Costub, how are you? How are you, Costub? Costub says, hello, Spider. Carl says, a croc biting an arm off seems weird. Mike is doing another set now. So, Carl, I'm guessing like a croc biting an arm off. Instead, wouldn't it just grab you whole and just drown you if that's what it was going to do? Costube says, did you train today? Yes. We're going on like 3.5 hours. So, yes, I did train today. I got um, some work in. I got the push-ups in. We did get the 100, and we did some other stuff as well. And then we've just been chatting. Yeah, Julian says, Carl, crocodile, alligator, something I don't know. Carl says, yeah, take you away. Vegeta, what's your DP on Instagram? Carl says, gone forever, most likely, yes. Yeah, I've seen what gators do. I mean, and crocs, I guess, alike. And an arm would be, man, unless I don't know how strong that person could be, or unless it just tore that arm completely off. But um, he's lucky. If that actually happened, he's lucky because I mean, it seems like the water is what they know to do instinctively. I'm just going to drown you. If I can drag you into the water, I'm just going to drown you. Mike says, "Do you ever burn out push-ups? It's where you only do you ever do burnout push-ups? It's where you only bounce like 3 inches, but fast and rapid to keep the muscle burning. Easy if you do like 100 at a time, but I might do a set of those tomorrow." Costume says it's day 132. You're so consistent. Sharuk says, "Vegeta, are you there?" Sharuk says, "Hi." Carl says, even in clear water, they are experts at hiding. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And our eye isn't trained for that. You know, animals that have natural camouflage that have survived for thousands and millions of years, they're here for a reason. Same reason why we often don't see like a snake in the desert. It is camouflage for a reason, and they survive that way. Even in clear water, yeah. Yeah, there's any animal that is, you know, of its area. It's definitely there and has survived for a reason that humans we don't even conceptualize. Our sense of sight, our sense of smell, our distraction level, we would easily be food for a lot of things if put in the wrong circumstances. Absolutely. Because we don't think in terms of stealth and survival that way. Mike, I have done burn up push ups. That's what I used to do as a younger guy when I would watch TV. For every commercial that would come on, I would do, I believe it was 50 push ups. And then I would do 50 sit ups when I got tired. So I'd just do 50, 50, 50. But sometimes you'd get like 6 commercials in a row. And then I'd turn right over and start doing crunches. Mike says roaches, crocodiles, pigeons, ants, scorpions are another one for sure. Costa, which evolution fascinates you the most? What do you mean as far as evolution? Which evolution? Like as far as animals? People fascinates me for how much we should have and how much we destroy each other. Because if we all thought together and worked together, we would have a fantastic. I can't imagine. Can you imagine how far advanced humanity would be if we just excluded things like war and destruction and politics and greed? Carl says spiders. Speaking of, the most one of the most terrifying things I think I've seen is your huntsman spider because we don't have stuff like that. That looks like a whole crab or lobster, like that. Maybe it's over exaggerated in its size, but the pictures I've seen, how does it get in your house? I've seen these huntsman spiders that's taking up a whole section, and I'm like, how did it get in the house? Julian says, I don't know the whole story. He was probably strapped up, but hard to shoot underwater. Yeah, well, yeah. And do you even try to shoot the alligator, or do you just, like, where are you shooting at that point? Carl says they are freaky looking. Yeah, the pictures I've seen, it's like, man, ooh, oh, and they move fast too. I was hoping it'd be like a slow moving sort of thing. Oh man, I don't need to know that they move fast. Shrook says today's live is very good and awesome, sir. Thank you so much for that. Have a great day. Bye. Sharuk, have an amazing day. We will see you soon. Get some rest, get some hydration, nutrition. You got your exercise in. Have an amazing day. Have yourself an amazing day, my friend. Bang. Two thumbs. Bang, bang. Fist bump. All right, we are holding at 17 likes. I want to know who took those 2 likes back. I want to know. Nah, it's okay. the fact that we hit our goal of 10 is good enough. And again, we got to accept what people do and don't like about, the chats and things like that. But the ones you see chilling on your walls are probably female and not dangerous. How do they get in the house? That's what I want to know. How do they get in the house? They're too big just to be sliding through cracks and things like that. Do people have like dog doors like for their pets and they come through it? Oh, Carl, it's giving me the chills, man. I'm not even kidding. This is giving me shivers. I'd sell my house. If I came home and there was something the size of, let's see, that painting on my wall, I'm selling the house. Oh man. Oh, that freaks me out. The only spider I'm good with is I'm having Spider-Man up here. Man. Now are they venomous? Or is their bite venomous? I'm sure it's painful because it's huge. But oh man. I think out of everything, I mean, definitely that's greatly exaggerated. Okay. It's not that big. Is it like bigger than a hand? And maybe it's Photoshop that I'm seeing some of these pictures. Okay, cool. See, this is why I ask. This is why I ask. Okay, well, that's good. Not venomous, and they're not as not huge, not huge, huge. At biggest your hand. Okay, I mean, that's still massive. The biggest spider that we would see here that I know of in the States would probably be a tarantula, but a tarantula still, from what I've seen, is like, yeah, something like that. So, okay, huntsman spider. And maybe it's, yeah, to your point, it's been sensationalized. Trying to find a scale. So are those a common problem? Or is that just something that if you live in certain areas, I'm guessing it's probably not something that you're going to see more of in the city. So I think if I'm converting correctly, okay. Julian says, I want to know. Yes, inquiring minds want to know. 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. That's still pretty sizey, but I'm guessing since it's not venomous, um, what can you do? I think yeah. I mean, we have scorpions that are, teeny tiny, an 8 ounce. Yeah. I just had to fish a watermelon. I just had fish and watermelon. That's an amazing combination. Um, have you heard yet of John's tuna and orange juice? They don't like to bite. Okay. I'm guessing, I mean, it sounds similar but different to something like, I'm guessing they're just in there, but they don't want to be bothered. Sounds kind of like what people have when they have scorpion problems here in the States. You may get bitten or stung if you're too close to it, or but scorpions will go everywhere. I'm sure you have them there as well. So that's why they always say turn your boots upside down so you don't stick your foot in and get stung. Um, but I don't know which one I'd rather have, honestly. The spider, the size of it just seems, man, that seems crazy. But I also don't want to get stung by something just putting my foot in, a shoe or reaching into a cabinet or something because scorpions can be everywhere. What kind of scorpions do we have? Largely it's bark scorpions. I believe there's brown scorpions as well. John probably has different scorpions out where he's at, so probably different regions have different scorpions. Um, I don't, thankfully, in my area, there's it's not a scorpion issue. Um, Even spiders and things like that. Black widows are probably most common as far as venomous, and just one bite is quite bad, right? With scorpions, yeah, they're more likely to sting, but I think scorpions can bite as well. And then it's gonna have a lot of impact. So it crazy enough, it's the bigger the scorpion, the less venomous it is. It's the little ones, especially the babies, is because they can't control their venom output. The venom is only meant to paralyze their victims while they eat them. So they're not trying to like use it to like, murder things. It's there to like paralyzed while they eat. So for people, the smaller ones are more dangerous. And then there's some species I think that they just have more, they're more venomous, but it can be bad. Yes, for small children, the elderly, and people who have probably autoimmune or compromised positions. Same way like a bee sting for somebody can be really bad, and can close your airway pretty closely if you have like a reaction to it. So it can be bad. My father was stung by a scorpion in our house. I think I was stung by one, but I never saw it. I just had this hole in my leg and I felt really crappy for a few days, like sleep on the couch and sweat for a few days. But I think I've known a few people who have been stung and they survived. It would be more like a snake would be more of a problem. That's where you probably need to go get some sort of anti-venom treatment, things like that. But it's definitely something to watch. You definitely don't want that. Same thing with black widow bites. Those can be bad depending on your health and things like that, but still, it's something to watch. You can get nausea, vomiting, things like that. There's symptoms that can come with being bitten by certain things. For us, the one that you hear about that is the bad one is the brown recluse. That one, its bite can apparently just like start eating your flesh. So you do have to get it treated. You have to have that looked at. Yes, yes. Every place has their thing. Um, that's not not user friendly for humans trying to just live some sort of domesticated life because we're building onto their stuff. We're building onto over their place. Carl says, Julian, if you were in a remote region, we're talking 2 or 3 hours via flight, is when you must be worried. Yeah, when there's no sort of regular presence of humanity or something that's going to, yeah, be part of that area, that ecosystem. You are at the mercy of whatever's out there. Damn, eating your flesh. Yeah. I don't know if the guy was just speaking in hyperbole or if it was true, but I used to work with a guy who had one arm, and of course, you're always curious. So I asked him what happened, and he said a brown recluse bit him, and without getting it treated, he ended up having to have his arm amputated. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have seen people have had those bites, and it does spread. It does eat. It does eat away. So those are things that you want to get treated, because once things get into your blood, you can have a real issue. You can have a real problem. Yeah, being out in the wild. Julian, do people make Do people have domesticated dingoes? Do they make dingoes like a domesticated dog? Or is that possible? Or would that be like in America trying to do that with a wolf or in a coyote? Which part, Julian? Scorpions, snakes, what part? Or are you asking Carl? Well, you said at Carl for the other stuff. You haven't met anyone that has one? Yeah, I saw something in Africa where I saw a guy that had like a hyena, like, and he was walking it like a regular dog. Um, and again, dingoes, like there's certain things that are just, especially here in the States, like you assign it, like you hear dingo, and of course it got popular or well known with the dingo ate my baby thing. That lady, the family where their baby disappeared, and I think the the mother was accused or convicted or something like that. Julian, yeah. I mean, scorpions and snakes are going to be like in most regions. You're just going to have different kinds of scorpions and snakes. So in Florida, there's scorpions and snakes. In Nevada, there's scorpions and snakes, but they may not be the same kind because it's just a different sort of climate that it's adjusted to. Yeah, Carl, remember that? Yeah, the dingo ate my baby. And then it turned out, didn't it, that like years later they found some shreds of that baby's clothing at like a dingo den or something like that. So, man, that, oof, that is crazy. It's crazy to think that your baby would go missing like that, and then you get accused and blamed for, I guess, like, doing something terrible to it, go into jail, or at least having to live with that, with people accusing you, and then finding out, yeah, that possibly that wasn't it. But yeah, who knows? I mean, yeah, who knows what really happened? So that's just again one of the things that we learn or we hear about when it comes to that. Carl, do you play any sports? And I'm guessing if that's the story, maybe still people don't believe that um, it was actually that there were clothes actually found, that maybe she actually did it. Julian says there's a little wildcat over here you're allowed to own. Really? Kite surfing. Nice. Okay, I got to go down again. Another Australian stereotype. Then any worries about sharks? I'm worried about sharks even here. I worry about sharks all like just I don't know. I didn't grow up, and maybe we didn't grow up in like such a free environment where you just dealt with nature more. Not much different than a house cat, but they look completely different. I'm a cat person. I do like cats. I do like cats. There was I don't know where this came from, but there was a woman on vacation. She wasn't kite surfing, it was the parasailing, like where the boat pulls you, but she had agreed to do it for like she agreed to get a free ride, but it was in exchange, I think, like for publicity for their business. And they got her up, and I guess she freaked out, and she pulled her own seatbelt and fell to her death, which is crazy, unfortunate. But I think sometimes, yeah, you got to really test if you are cut out for certain things, because I think stuff like that can drive you almost immediately insane, like the ability. And the sad part is there's not much you can do to get somebody down soon. Like I need down now, and that can be a scary thing, and then turn out to be like, yeah, it does. It's totally unfortunate. And the family's trying to sue that ride company, but I don't know if that's necessarily. I don't know. Can you sue? I mean, I think it just sounds super unfortunate that, you got into something that you didn't realize, like, wow, it gets really high up there, and looking down can certainly do a lot of a game on your mind. So it's easier for me just to drop. And I also think that people don't realize that water is going to be as hard as concrete when you hit it. That's why a lot of times when you see people cliff diving, somebody throws a rock first, break up the water, and then they can enter. I bet, yeah, I'm sure. In Australia, we don't hear of the types of cases very often. Yeah, I don't even know if this was in America or if it was like a vacation spot, but definitely. Julian says, I seen a humongous bobcat once. That thing must have been close to 100 pounds. That a bobcat that size would, yeah, would drag off a human. Um, yeah, I have an immense respect for cats, domesticated cats, even wild cats. Their ability is pretty uncanny. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that was an unfortunate thing to hear about. And I was just like, man, that's really bad. There might need to be a disclaimer, or take somebody up in a GoPro with a GoPro. So, like, look, this is what this looks like. If you looking at this makes your stomach, go up into your throat, it may not be for you to take the actual ride. Like, I think people have to really be understanding. And I don't even know if like you can do a different height. Like, can you do it like on a shorter line so they don't go up as high, or if you don't go as fast? I don't know if there's ways to control that, but yeah, that was definitely unfortunate. Hey, we're back to 18 likes. Somebody got that like back. Somebody put a like back. We will take it. We will take that like. Gentlemen, I think it's boiled down to just us. Carl, I know it is super late. Julian, what time is it where you're at? Yeah, parasailing, which, man, that looks crazy. Yeah, Julian, yeah, they don't know what happened, but they were trying to like assess, but all her friends and family said like she wasn't depressed. She didn't seem like she was in any sort of mood that day or anything else. She was happy to get on and do it. Um, So I think maybe the height. I don't know if she'd been drinking. You can't rule out. Maybe she was, she may have been tripping on something. I don't want to like speak ill of the deceased, but there's always, something to kind of discover about how somebody goes from happy, like I'm happy to do it, to oh my gosh, and just pulls the one thing that's keeping them safe just to jump. And man, yeah, it's just bad. Yeah, Carl, I'm sure it is late. Because we're going close to 4 hours now. So what is it, about 3 a.m. there? And you got to get up and work out, don't you? Or what's your plan for the day? Do you work in the morning? What's your day? What's going on with your day? 1:30. Okay. Well, let's get some rest. Get some rest. I'm gonna go and get some food, and enjoy the rest of this day. I still got to work, so I'm going to grab a quick bite. I'm running, but it's a slow one. It's okay. That's all right. How long of a jog? Well, yeah, we'll tap it out on that. I'm just trying, yeah, how long of a jog do you go on? Or a day? Yeah. Yep, I still got to go to work. I still got my whole shift in front of me. So I get to eat real quick, shower. I still take a nap. I still go back and take a nap before I go in, just, 30 to 45 minutes, just to kind of like meditatively relax. All right. Julian, fear is a strong thing when you're completely and totally terrified. Yep. It'll be like 8 miles, I think, of converting right. Those naps are important. Definitely. Naps are important. Julian, yeah, that it is wild, and I hope I'm never in a position where I panic that hard. Um, but also just knowing that there's certain positions I won't put myself in, and it's no slight to that young lady. But I just know like heights and water and certain things, they're just not me. Okay, Julian, what time is it where you're at? We're about to sign out. It's 1:30 where Carl's at in Australia. I thank you guys for being strong in the chat. This has been great. This has been great. I mean, look, I don't even begin to know where to start this lineup of chats. We had Jen. We had Mr. Nathaniel wasn't able to join today. He's at work. Vegeta, Reluctant Gamer, Sharuk, X Roach, Mr. Maya. Did I say Reluctant Gamer? Huge. Hugh stopped through for a moment. Adam Marie. We had a really strong showing. A lot of consistency in the chat. A lot of consistency. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Julian, Galaxy, Carl, of course. Yeah, there's just so much going on today. It was a long chat. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop out. We got 5 minutes short of 4 hours, so that's just an accomplishment in itself, to have gone this long. So I'm appreciative of everybody who's in the chat. We got to 18. We're at 19, and we missed out just short of that 20 today, but that's okay. The goal is 10. The goal is to build it up, keep it going as we go, and enjoy that. So, Carl, enjoy that 8 mile jog. I apologize if it is sluggish because we took you into late hours, but hopefully you enjoyed that beer as well. So, cheers to you, mate. And Julian, I will see you in the next one as well. Carl, I will see you in the next one. And I think that's about all we got. So, um, as always, subscriptions to the channel are free, and you can take one, give one, and share it with your friends. Make with Mike always talks about being able to asking people to hit the like, the subscribe, and then post the link to this live. You can post the link to the live to your social media if you like. You don't have to, but I definitely think that that's it's been something that's helped the channel grow. Even word of mouth. There's some the ability I can post up the QR code, so you can have it on your phone as well if you're talking to people about it, or just it happens to come up. Hey, scan this. Check out this channel, and we can go from there. Bringing new people in. Lindsay had mentioned impact shirts. That was something I did quite some time ago. So if that's of an interest to everybody, I would be happy to like get that fired up again, start sending some shirts out, and being able to represent all over the world. Whether it's just if it says Impact Athletics Association, if we just do HWPO, if we do push-ups. I mean, who knows? There can be lots of different ways to have something that represents everything that we're building. But I don't have Impact shirts like right now, just to ship out and sell. But I can certainly set something up. There is a Venmo account that the money can come to. So it would just be a matter of getting addresses and getting things to be able to be sent out. So I would love to have that. Reluctant is back. Reluctant, we're just filling out these last few moments. We had a really nice talk. Carl and Julian have really been holding it strong. How did it go over as your moderation role on the other channel? Sounds like it was a wild time with a lot of people going on in the chat. 510 likes. That is fantastic. We got back to 18. He usually gets 1,000. Man, that is fantastic. What a great channel to have that sort of interaction in 30 minutes. That is wild. We're here for almost 4 hours and we got 19. But it's not a comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. I'm overjoyed that we had this much, that we got to talk this much, and his push-ups are like a viral thing. And you know what? We're all here at different paces, different stages, and I think what we're doing, I think it holds more value. I honestly do, and it's not being a hater. It's only just saying what we're building is different because we know there are people out there that can go out there and bang out, a ton of push-ups and people are going to like it. They have a certain look, they have a certain presentation. That's okay. What our goal here has been connecting with people. Reluctant, I will definitely. Do you have stuff up? Because I don't know if I ever knew that you had stuff, so I'm looking right now. I'm looking right now. You got 1,000 on one and 2,000 on another. Nice. I see you showing the switches. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're posting stuff up, bam, new subscriber right here. 52 subscribers. I'm happy to be number 53. And it looks like you got some jerseys going on. Soccer jerseys. Now, are those things that you're selling or are those things that you actually that you wear? That we have this much, that we got to talk this much. I hear the music. Well, I got you on the likes and the subscription. Hey, cool. Chef Moji dropped by, sprinkled some love on the channel. And guys, we are in new territory. We just crossed over to 4 hours. So that's a handful. And I'm grateful that I get to spend that time with you guys. I am going to hop off because I'm going to go get some food now. So shout out to everybody. It would take me another hour to list all the amazing people that have been in the chat today. So guys, subscriptions are free. Take one, give one. Got the links in the description. You know how to find us. And as we like to say, or better yet, I hope this finds everybody in your pursuit of health and fitness today and every day. Total health, mind, body, and soul. All right, guys. So we will see you soon. And like we like to say, HWPO, hard work pays off. This is the Impact Athletics Association.